Hey, Hoff here, the show. Welcome to Hoffcast, the show where we discuss current events, theories, and left the insanity of the world. I'm your host, Hoff. Welcome to Hoffcast. All right, so now we're caught up. It is episode 188, and guitars. Just like the last episode, just way quicker. Or the last time we tried this, just way quicker. I think I think this is working. Is it not working? Let's see. Let's check 1, 2. Okay, so we are working. Good. Oh yeah. All right, cool. Now that that's out of the way, welcome, bosses. We're gonna try this again. I'm feeling better about it this time. Yeah, I'm not gonna make excuses here, but what happened is going back and forth between everything. Camera didn't work. Got the camera work. Microphone wouldn't work. Couldn't get the microphone to work. I think it's a USB port. So I switched to the back USB port. Seems to be working. We went to backups. We went to the backups there. That's what's going on. Shiz. I need to find stuff. Hello, Hoff here. Welcome to Hoffcast. This is episode number 188. I forgot to turn that light off. Hey, Hoff here. Welcome to episode number 188. Let's try this for the 1,000th time today. All right. Welcome to Hoffcast, everybody. It is going to be like a chill stream. It is. Let's just restart. Let's re-get our grounds here. We're going to get this. We're going to make it work this time, okay? So it is. So what I wanted to say was I am back. You're not going to get Hoffcast on a regular schedule. I'm going to speak when I want to speak. And I've wanted to do this for a while because I've got so much crap I want to talk about. You guys have probably been wondering, well, what does Hoff think about all this that's been going on lately? Well, guess what? You're lucky. You lucked out because tonight Hoff's going to tell you what he thinks about Katy Perry going to space. He's going to tell you what he thinks about the Carmelo Anthony thing. Wasn't he a basketball player or something? Isn't Carmelo like a candy bar? I don't know. These are questions we're going to try to answer tonight here on Hoffcast. I want to thank you all for being here. We're going to have fun with this one. It's going to be a chill stream. Cheers, bosses. I want to thank you for your patience. This is just be a patient stream tonight. So I've been doing a lot of racing lately. iRacing, that's fun. That's where a lot of my time's been into it. I've enjoyed not worrying about Hoffcast, but I still do all the time. And as I was saying on the last attempt, that it's weird that when I stopped doing Hoffcast, I got a lot of subscribers. And I think it's because I was commenting on I was making kind of like viral comments on videos. I was getting a lot of upvotes and traction, and also the Corey Feldman video still gets hits to this day. So it is what it is, bosses. Cheers to that. We're just going to have a fun one here tonight. Yeah, we're gonna go over a bunch of crap, man. We're gonna go over tons of crap. I'm going to. How do you put a poll up in there? I don't even care if the camera blinks. We're not stopping. No stopping now. How do I put a poll in the chat? I wish I knew how to do that. I probably have to do that from YouTube, which I'm not. I'm streaming from StreamYard right now. That's what I get. But I'm just going to ask you guys, what would you rather discuss first? Would you rather discuss space witches or race grifters? That's the question. I kind of like the dipping out. It kind of looks like I'm streaming from a spaceship, unlike those women who allegedly went. What does Hoff? Again, I want to thank you all, Jim, Tony, Treston, Papa Cotton. What do you guys want to discuss first, space witches or race grifting? Because I got a lot to say about them all. Also, we can talk about that illegal alien, that got shipped back. Because I'm not holding back tonight, baby. But also, I wanted to say it is Easter weekend. It's Easter weekend. It's also 420 weekend, which 420 lands on Easter this year. And 420 is like a weed holiday. I still don't understand it. Let's figure this. Let's try to figure this out, bosses. Why is 420 a weed holiday? Let's check this out here. Looks like space witches is going to be the first topic of the night. As soon as we space Kira right there. She's a space dog. But well, once we figure this out, we will get into space witches. And man, I'm ready to go on that. I've had a lot of time to sit on it. It says 420 has become a cannabis holiday because it's a slang term associated with cannabis consumption, particularly on April 20th, when written as 420. Okay, that didn't tell me nothing. The origins of the term and its connection to the date are complex and stem from a few factors. 5 high school students in San Rafael, California, coined the term 420 in 1971 as a code for their 4:20 p.m. meeting time to search for an abandoned cannabis crop. Stephen Hager of High Times popularized the story of the Waldos and the magazine's mention of 420 smoking and a 420 holiday. Further cemented the date's association with cannabis culture. While not a formal legal holiday, it's starting to be, 420 is widely recognized as a day for cannabis enthusiasts to gather, celebrate, engage with the plant, or partake. And that didn't tell me nothing, man. The most credible stories to Marin County, they meet at 420. The Waldos. So it's all about some kids were meeting at 420, and now the whole everyone's smoking weed at 420 and on the date of 420. This is weird, man. That seems like a snowball effect I can't quite understand. I guess if it got published in High Times or something, that's why, but man, is that really what it was? And look at this. Easter grass. Christian holiday falls on 420 when weed smokers unofficially celebrate. By Bonnie Bolden and Greta Cross. It's from Mississippi. Easter Sunday and the unofficial marijuana holiday 420 coincide in 2025. The last time these two holidays fell on the same date was 2014. Oh my gosh, it's like Halley's Comet out here. While recreational marijuana remains illegal in Mississippi, medical marijuana is permitted. The origins of 420 are debated, with the most likely explanation involving a group of California high school friends in the 1970s. Check the Easter grass. Some bunny has marijuana. Well, that'd be cool, man. Little Easter eggs with some bud in them. That'd be fun. Little adult Easter egg hunt, Why do people celebrate Easter? Christians believe that Jesus of Nazareth died by crucifixion on Good Friday. That was yesterday. Easter is a Christian religious holiday that celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ 3 days after his death. Isn't that amazing? Why is Easter late some years and early in others? On the Gregorian calendar, Easter is determined by the Sunday after the first full moon that follows the spring equinox. See, a lot of Christian holidays have to do more with astrology and astronomy than it has to do with actual history. And I know this. I'm saying this as a Christian man, as a follower of Jesus, and I celebrate Easter and 420 both. But like, it always has to do with the date. I think Thanksgiving's that way, but Thanksgiving's not like a religious holiday in some circles, most circles. But the 420 thing, it's like it has to happen, or not the 420, the Easter has to happen after the first full moon that follows the spring equinox. So I don't know if it's stated in the Bible that Jesus died the Sunday after the first full moon of the spring equinox or not. But that's when the pagans, I guess, decided to celebrate it. And also Christmas along with the winter solstice. And that's true too, man. That's true too. They're celebrating Jesus's birth right around the winter solstice. And it's wild because a lot of pagans and a lot of people who dabble in the dark arts, they also like to celebrate the winter solstice, but not Christmas. So I don't know, man. As a Christian guy, I don't know if we're celebrating the right things at the right time. I've talked about this many times before. Jesus was born, but it wasn't in December. Did you guys know about this? Let's check this out. Let me bring up a new tab. April Fool's Day. I'm going to blow your mind. I've been talking about this for a long time here on Hoffcast about how the calendar is wrong. If you're going to start, the year doesn't start in January. It's got to start in like April. December would be the 10th month. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, we're at 9 there. Unless you count March. See, I think we're still off there a little bit. But April Fool's Day was like, do you want to see the history on that? Maybe like, oh, it's all about jokes. You're supposed to prank people, It's the day like you tell your, if you're a lady, that you tell your boyfriend that you're pregnant, and you're not, but you tell him that, and you get a good rise. You get a good rise out of him. Tristan says they added July and August. Good points here. Good points. But April Fool's Day was really it was really supposed to be the first day of the year. And let's see here. I want the simple one. Here it is. Rutgers. The story goes back to the 1500s in France when the Julian calendar, established by Julius Caesar, now we're talking, was replaced by the Gregorian calendar introduced by Pope Gregory the 13th and still used in most parts of the world. In the old Julian calendar, the new year began on April 1st, but the new Gregorian calendar, the new year was set to begin on January 1st. News did not always travel so fast in those days, so not everyone got the word that the start of the new year changed to January 1st. See, look at what I'm talking about. They kept celebrating it on April 1st. They were widely mocked as April Fools, even though they were right. They were right to do so. They're the Gregorians, and the Pope's out there changing the calendars. I used to do a lot of pranks on April Fools, and I had to stop because it became too expected. People stopped talking to me on April 1st. They wouldn't associate with me because they knew I would try something on them. And they were right. So I had to stop, man. But my day will come again because I think I've lulled them into a point where they feel secure now and they don't expect it from me anymore. But in the back of their minds, man, like I've kept a lot of buttholes tied over the years on April 1st, just waiting for me to just come around the corner. Surprise, mother, just waiting. They're scared. They're scared all day. So I haven't done an April Fool's prank in a long time. And I think that's the best April Fool's prank is the fact that I know they're just waiting. And I don't even have to do anything anymore. Like that's real power. Terry says, I don't really think it matters if the date or time is accurate to the original birth and death of Jesus. Celebration of the events is all that really matters. I agree to some extent. I agree, but I also, Tony, the point is the people who are deciding when we should do these and the times seem to rely more on astrology than anything else. Yes, we should still celebrate, no doubt, or mourn, mourn and celebrate he is risen. But my point that I'm trying to make is it seems to rely on when the solstice is, or when a certain, what did it say again? Gregorian calendar. It's determined by the Sunday after the first full moon. So it's determined by the moon. It's like Easter is determined by the moon, is what I'm saying. Yes, we should celebrate it. We should recognize it. People do different ways. It's like Passover and everything this week, I think. I don't know. I don't celebrate that stuff. But it is the fact that we rely on the phases of the moon to celebrate, to decide the time when to celebrate Jesus is weird to me. And I'm not sure why. I mean, we read a little bit about it, but I'm still not sure why it happens that way. They're just like, yeah, that's it. If anyone has more information about this, I mean, I think we've already learned a bit, but I mean, I don't know why else, like, these are determined on solstices and moons and the patterns of the sky to celebrate the life of Jesus, his birth and his death. It's wild, There's something to it, and I just need to be more well-read, I suppose. That's why we do this show. Cheers, bosses. Where's my dang drink? Let's search Easter full moon equinox spring. Yeah, let's see what's going on with this. I'm interested. I want to know. All right, so in 2025, Easter falls on April 20th. This day is determined the first Sunday following the first full moon after the spring equinox, which is also known as the paschal full moon or the pink moon. Heard someone talking about the pink moon recently. There's a name for every moon of the year. But why? There it is. Why is Easter determined by the moon in the Bible? Now we're talking. This is what I'm talking about. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. Easter's date is tied to the lunar calendar. Now we're getting somewhere. Due to its historical connection to Passover, a Jewish holiday also based on the moon's phases. There we go. Christians believe Jesus' death and resurrection occurred during or shortly after Passover, which begins at the 14th day of Nisan in the Jewish calendar, a date that corresponds to a full moon. While the modern Christian method of calculating Easter is not identical to the Jewish Passover calculation, it still relies on the first full moon after the spring equinox. Well, there we go. The Jewish calendar used to determine Passover is a lunisolar calendar that tracks both the moon's phases and the seasons. Passover, which celebrates the Israelites' exodus from Egypt, is observed on the 15th day of Nisan. Isn't that a car? A month that traditionally coincides with the spring full moon. Easter's historical connection. Christians believe that Jesus' Last Supper was a Passover meal and that his crucifixion occurred on the Friday following the Passover Seder. I know. Therefore, the early church sought to observe Easter around the same time as Passover, thus making the date dependent on the moon's phases. Interesting. Okay. So I asked a question, we kind of answered it. Yeah, Tony, I think that's where we're at now. Perhaps it was a full moon at the time is the only marker that the Jews can assign to Easter, I suppose. I still don't think it's the right time of year. I still don't think it's right if we talk about like April Fool's Day. You know, I still think we're off. I still think everything's a little screwy, if you ask Hoff here. Again, Tony, I want to make it clear. I'm all about celebrating. And it's not always dependent on when. It's just best that you do. But also, I want to know why. You know, I don't want to just march blindly into oblivion. What if this had something to do with satanic things? I mean, it is Jewish. I'm not saying Jews are Satans. That's all I'm saying at all. I'm not saying anything anti, at all. Period. I love Jews. Let's go, Israel. Let's take Palestine down. Let's go. I don't know. I'm just joking. But I don't even know what's going on over there. But I just wanted to know. Tristan says march. Just march off that cliff. The Paschal moon or the pink moon. The pink moon. I've seen a couple pink moons in my day, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, bosses. Oh, man. All right. I think New Year should be in March. I agree. That's what I've been saying, Tristan. That's what I've been saying, because March would be the first month, and then April, May, June, July, August, September. October would be the 8th month. Octagon, octopus, 8. That's what would happen. And then September... Yeah, it'd be November, December, which would be the 10th month. Decagon, be 10. That's what I'm talking about. You're right. It's too damn cold to do anything in January. Yeah, I'm thawing out, baby. I'm thawing out. It's finally like warm enough today. It's a little cloudy out, a little but it's warmer today than it has been in a while. I can't blame the weather on shrinkage anymore. I have to just man up on that one. But anyways, we're going to talk about space stuff. Because, Hoff loves to talk about space stuff here on the show. So we're going to have a very fun time. Tristan said it snowed. Dang, dude. I'm sorry, brother. If it snowed today, I probably would have, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd be here. I don't know if I'd be here, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, that'd be too much. Let's just do some fun scrolling here, and then we'll get into space stuff. Why not? Papa Khan says 85 here. Hell yes.
Hell yes.
I have not checked this stream once. Let me Make sure everything's good. I could turn it up doesn't sound bad. Turn up a touch there. Yeah. I don't want to fiddle with things too much. We know how that works. I love how my microphone is just straight, like, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's just, I like how phallic it looks. It gives me a manly vibe, But anyways, let's just scroll for a second. We're going to talk about some space stuff.
Hell yes.
Hope y'all are having a great day, a great Easter weekend. I hope you enjoy 420 responsibly. Go get high and find some eggs. That sounds like the best time ever. And then, like, if there was, like I said earlier, if there was weed in those eggs, that'd be even cooler, Do you believe in life after love? Yes, we are doing that. Yes, we are doing that, bosses. Do you believe in life after love? I had to go up a little bit higher there. Just make sure my neighbors heard it. Contrary to popular belief, I don't live in my parents' basement. I live in like a basement apartment. It's not even a basement. I don't know. I'm on the first floor, but there's grass around the side. There's grass. Do you guys think Cher was a man or a woman? Do you think Cher is a man or a woman? Do you think that's why Sonny Bono died? Is because he found Captain Winky? Do you believe in life after death? Because I killed Sonny Bono allegedly because he found my... It's too early to be saying those things. But we're going to be saying things. I'm going to be saying enough tonight that I mean, I don't even know why I'm pulling punches at all. I don't know why I'm pulling punches at all, because tonight's going to be, I think you're going to find it to be one of the funniest episodes you've probably ever seen. I'm ready to go with the jokes. I'm ready to go hardcore and go just really in the paint with the devils that be in the world. And that's why I'm here again tonight. And I was like, hey, I can't do Hoffcast anymore, but I struggle, man. I struggle to keep it in. I got to let somebody know how I feel. And if you're watching right now, I appreciate you. I got to let you know how I feel about things. I got to get it off my chest, because there's so much craziness in the world. If I don't say something, at least to one person, then I feel like I'm going crazy. Like I'm, I don't know. I still feel like I don't feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like the world's going crazy. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on a forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Anyways, that's a better song than Do You Believe in Life After Love? Is Cher a man or a woman? Papa Cotton says Cher is a vampire. Well, I think that's allegedly. I think that's a good thing. Speaking of, let's just have fun scrolling for a second. Let's see what's on my ex, Sandra Bullock, 1995. Now let me tell you something, bosses. I kind of had a crush on Sandra Bullock back in the day. Speed, the movie Speed. Come on, man. Cans. It was cans. The movie Speed was great. It had Dennis Hopper, rest in peace, Jeff Daniels, Keanu Reeves, and Sandra Bullock. And it was a movie about a bus where Dennis Hopper put a bomb on the bus. And he wired it so once the bus went over 55, it couldn't go less than 55 or else it would explode. So it caused all kinds of mayhem, If you haven't seen the movie Speed, then I I'll give you every right to leave this stream right now and go watch it because it's such a great movie. If you haven't seen it, if you've already seen it, then don't go anywhere. But if you haven't seen it, I give you every permission to go watch that. Jim says, I think Cher is mostly plastic. I think she was plastic back in the day. I think she's been plastic. I think she might be a reptilian. Sandra Bullock, that looked like it was photoshopped back in the day, but I do like she's wearing the Converse, dude. She was kind of hot, man. She was kind of hot back then. And then she started, at some point, she started to look like Michael Jackson a little bit. Because of her nose and she has a strong jawline. I think she has a stronger jaw. I think Sandra Bullock has a stronger jawline than I do. I mean, there's no doubt. It's very square. She might even have an Adam's apple. I don't know, man. Hollywood's been fucking with us all for a long time here. Oh, yeah. I sent this one to Tony recently. I painted my first Pokemon today. This is, look at that. I think that's a great painting right there. Let's zoom in. How do I zoom in on the painting? I don't know. Does it shift, zoom, control? Yeah, there we go. How do we zoom? I'm trying to zoom in on the painting. Oh, well. Well, I was trying to zoom in because I think that's a really good painting. I've recently gotten into Pokemon cards, not the physical ones, but like the game. There's an app on the phone, and it's free, and you can just like play Pokemon cards for free. And I believe that I would like to find out what this fine young lady's gamer tag is on Pokemon card trading game online. I'd like to trade a couple cards with her. I'd like to trade a couple big cards. I wouldn't let a lot of space in between them. I would make sure they were tight. Put together trades. And couple big ones. Because I got a couple doubles I've been wanting to trade off as well. Couple big doubles. We're like rainbow stars, and I think it'd be a fair trade if we did a couple, doubles for doubles, doubles for doubles, man. But I appreciate your artwork. And I think you got a bright future ahead of you. I believe you. I stick with the painting for sure. Stick with the painting and keep showing us your paintings in the same format as this because I enjoy them. And I think there's a lot of talent right there. As you can see, there's the negative. There's a lot of shading. There's the negative space. I mean, the Pikachu looks happy. So I'm happy about it all myself. Yeah, Big Buds, it is art. It's art. 2 big cards. But yeah, we got doubles we're going to try to trade out here. Couple of doubles. Double D. God bless. That's what Easter's all about. Let's see what this is. I have no idea. We're scrolling right now. We're going to get to space. Trust me. But we're just scrolling right now. I have no idea what this is. Italian citizen who was trying to get his pregnant wife had to continue his way by crushing the climate activists who were blocking the roads. Was his actions justified? Oh, okay. So bosses, that this is straight up stuff that I love right here. Let's take a look.
No, non lo picchiare, dai.
Dude, let's rewind. So this guy is trying to get to his pregnant wife, probably birthing a child. It's coming out of the canal, head first. Maybe there's an intestinal, wrapped around the throat. He's got to get there. The placenta doesn't look healthy. So he's on his way. And then you get these clowns, and they sit in the road and they wear reflective, like safe, like they're worried about their safety. They're wearing reflective vests. You wear reflective vests when you're worried about your safety. When you sit in the middle of a road, you no longer have the right to wear a reflective vest unless you are doing construction. If you're just sitting there, you don't. In fact, why don't you get a gray rug? Instead of the reflective vest, why don't you get a big gray mat, like a huge gray mat, and just cover yourself up with it and see what happens? You know what I mean? That's not what it's about, eh? The thing is, let me tell you something, man. They use women. They manipulate women to think this way so they can put them in harm's way because they think men won't do anything about it because it's a woman. Well, women gotta grow some balls around here. I'm not talking about becoming trans. All right. Women, you gotta stop being emotionally manipulated by things, And I know there's no women watching right now, except for Treston. I'm just kidding, bud. This is what happens when you get people emotionally involved in things. All logic goes out the window. And so this guy's trying to get to his pregnant wife. She's probably turtle head poking out the vag of a newborn, with the newborn seeing the light of day for the first time. And this guy's like, nope, not having this. Oh! What do you mean, oh? Get out of the way. Get your glued hands off the cement. Get out of the way. These people clearly have no jobs. And then they have no idea what it means to have a job, to have to be at work on time. So they don't understand, like, when you take up roads, you're not... Look. Bosses, if I'm trying to get to work on time and one of these climate activists is keeping me from getting to work, it's not getting me to go to their side. It's making me more angry against them because they are blocking my life. And they're like, no, we're making a point. We're making a stand. No, you're ruining everybody else's lives and you're only pissing people off. Nobody's going to want to join your side when you're pissing everybody off. How smart are these people? I mean, I don't even know if they're real. By that, I mean, like, I don't know if they're brainwashed or what. You're like, whoa, look at that. We are the victims. We're the victims. Oh, no. Let's watch it one more time. Full through. Unglue your fat ass from the cement and let me get to my pregnant wife. I'm trying to have a kid and see my son on his first day of life. You selfish bitch. You selfish bitch. By the way, gluing yourself to the ground and stopping traffic doesn't do anything to help the climate or whatever they're trying to do. Doesn't do anything. Nothing. Period. There's a bit of controversy when I said that. Actually, there wasn't. Just one person didn't like when I said this. Roughly a year ago or so, whenever an American man set himself on fire and said, "Free Palestine," I came here on Hoffcast and I said, this world is frigged up, you know? And I had a good friend of mine call me all kinds of names and try to battle me for days, you know, until I eventually just had to be like, dude, you're crazy. I blocked him. I had to. I gave him days to settle down. He wouldn't settle down. I said I was just joking about things, but also setting yourself on fire in protest doesn't do anything. Burning buildings down in protest doesn't do anything. Blocking the road for traffic doesn't do anything. Throwing cans of paint or Campbell's soup onto paintings doesn't do anything. You know why? These people don't know how to create anything. They only know how to destroy. They only know negative vibes. That's it. They're not helping. They're not creating. It's all in the name of better. We want to do better things. We want to help. We want to do better. But they're only destroying. They're only hindering, which makes you wonder, really, right? Like, it really makes you wonder, is this funded? I believe it is. I believe this. I do believe this stuff is funded, because nobody in their right mind would ever go out and do this on their own will if there wasn't a little bit of money behind it, at least. You know what I'm talking about? The people, and they pay young people to go do this. Just like that Harry Sisson guy. You know, the Democrats are paying that guy for forever. And I don't want to get into him right now, but you do see it's what you call a psychological operation. A psyop is what this is. Nobody does this for free, all right? Very few people. I mean, some crazy people will. But let me tell you this, from a personal standpoint, bosses. Let me take this down for a second, all right? And I want to talk to you from a personal standpoint. I love my parents very much, but they are very liberal people, and I don't agree with their politics by any means. But they went to a protest recently. They're in their late 60s, and they went to a protest recently. I think it's going to storm soon. But anyways, so sorry if it like cuts out or anything. Just story of Hoff's life. But I love my parents to death, but I don't agree with their politics. And they went to a protest. And what I've been finding out is they're going to these meetings at a bar, like weekly. And this is how these things get set up. They don't come just like, grassroots, if you want to call it that, but they want to say like, oh, this just happened organically, naturally. Like American Spirit cigarettes. They're organic and natural, but they'll still give you cancer. But my parents admitted to the game. And I knew this personally because they're my parents. And they're like, yeah, we go to these meetings. And they set up these protests. Well, I don't think my parents are getting paid anything. Oh, I mean, like I said, there are some people out there, they get brainwashed. You know what I mean? They used to have to put a lot of work into brainwashing people. Nowadays, I guess it ain't so hard. You know, you just get them emotionally involved with some BS. You know what I mean? You know? So anyways, I want to thank you guys for being here. Jim says, Hoff, you need to go to meetings and infiltrate. I could do like an Alex Stein thing, you know? Prime time 99, on the grind, all the time. Pimp, on the blimp, you know? I haven't watched Alex Stein in a while, but I know he's still out there doing good things. The problem is, like, Alex Stein is like, he used to be a linebacker football player or something. He's like 6'4" and like probably like 220 pounds at least, if not more. And I'm like, I'm not that big of a guy. I'm just average size man. People say I look a lot taller or bigger on here, but I'm actually not. You know, I'm not a small guy by any means, but I'm not big either. Like, so just so people know that. But I wouldn't mind infiltrating. I had a buddy once. You might know his name, but I won't speak his name here. He's been on the show before, but he once spoke of trying to infiltrate the Freemasons, and I was like, man, that ain't gonna happen. Like, the thing is, the lower level of the Freemasons is just like they party and have barbecues and they go to bars and they drink and try to pick up women. And most of them don't make it up the ranks to the higher things. And they use them. It's like the ant farm, you know what I mean? Controlled by the higher hand. And I'm just telling you the way it works, man. It's wild because there's this band I like. I mean, Cody and Cambria there. I have a ring that has the all-seeing eye on it. I was wearing it to work for a few months, and then I had like 3 Freemasons ask me about it. It's not even an official Freemason ring. I've talked about this before on Hoffcast, but I was like, I had people like they come in where I work and they look at my Freemason, my band ring, and it's got the all-seeing eye. It's a pyramid, with the eye with a bunch of lines around it, and it's silver, and they see it and they're like, are you a Freemason? And I was like, oh, dude, I don't know what I'm doing out here. This symbology is crazy, actually. I'm signaling things I shouldn't be signaling to other people, apparently, because I'm wearing something that means something to them, even though I don't even know what it means because I'm not a Freemason. So it's wild, I would like to. I mean, that'd be fun, dude. I'd like to go to a Freemason barbecue. I wonder what kind of meats there's. Never mind. Actually, nah. I take that back. I don't want to. You know what kind of meats? Like smoking meats, like Mark Zuckerberg. Let's have a little fun for a second. Let's give me a second to catch my breath. Second to catch my breath here. We're going to have a very fun time on this show tonight. We haven't got... Space is going to be first. We're going to be discussing that. Yeah, just give me a second to catch my breath here.
From my backyard, where I am smoking a brisket and some ribs. I'm making meats now. Smoking these meats here. Our little meat smoking.
Don't bring an Asian baby into this.
I'm the meat chef. Yeah, someone asked me, do I smoke meat? Smoking meat, smoking these meats. Smoking meats earlier in the day. Smoking these meats, just set the charcoal up and you set the wood chips up, and then smoking meats, grilling meats, good smoky flavor. Smoke a brisket for like 12 hours. You smoke lemon chicken, smoke salmon, you'll love it. Bison sirloin, ribs and sausage, so I'm looking forward to that. Today we got a brisket on the big guy and some pork ribs on the green egg. Meat like a brisket. I got ribs in there. Finishing off the brisket and the ribs. And I'm just sitting in our backyard, finishing off this brisket and these ribs. But hopefully for Canadian Thanksgiving, you get to eat a lot of brisket and ribs. How many of you guys are eating brisket and ribs tonight? Brisket and ribs. They taste doubly better when you hunted the animal yourself. So what are you guys making for dinner? Brisket and ribs, I hope. Delicious. Brisket and ribs. The ribs and the brisket need to be eaten. I want to try your brisket. I want to try my brisket. It's a pretty tough cut of meat. The ribs and the brisket. Are you excited to have a rib tonight? I want my baby back ribs. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. That is going on the ribs. Sweet Baby Ray. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's is very good. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. We have just applied the Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. Maybe throw some Sweet Baby Ray's on the ribs and take it from there. She's waiting for her ribs. I mean, she knows what's coming, and the Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
So that's pretty good. Yeah. Who doesn't like ribs? Everyone likes ribs. Everyone likes ribs.
Excuse me, B.
Yeah, no, this is what Facebook Live is for. Just hanging out while you're sitting in your backyard, waiting for your brisket and your ribs to finish smoking. Are you guys ready? Check this out. This is, oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
look at that. Pretty good. We're looking pretty good on the brisket. You just lost. So yeah. Bye, guys.
Dude, there's nothing more I'd rather do than hang out with Mark Zuckerberg. Smoking some ribs, Sweet Baby Ray's, dude. Sweet Baby Ray's. There's nothing more. That looks like the best time. You know, toss a couple little Asian babies around like a football. Why not? Why not? I have a little gummy here. They're chewed up nice. I wish I had a little Sweet Baby Ray's to put on that thing. Here we are, bosses. Here we are on the eve of Easter, on the eve of 420. And do you know what else 420 is? Like, I don't even know if like, I don't recommend. So we've talked about the things you should celebrate on 420. First and foremost, you should celebrate Easter. Second, you should celebrate 420 if you want. And then never should you ever celebrate 420 for this. I'm just saying this guy was also born on 420, which is kind of weird. It makes me wonder. Ooh, it makes me wonder. And he died on April 30th. Like, look at that. Look. Can you believe that Elon Musk was born on 420? Look at that. Elon Musk, 420, 1889. Can you believe it? Well, I'm just saying, man, a lot of things happen on 420, especially this year. So we got Easter, we got the weed holiday, we got Elon Musk's birthday. And my heart goes out to Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? And my heart goes out to you all. My heart goes out to you guys watching tonight. We've only just begun. Oh. So, yeah, we're going to get into some space stuff here. We're going to get into some space stuff. Allow me to just like search first, and we'll see what comes up, and we'll just scroll through some stuff. Blue Origin liftoff. Now, bosses, here's what we're going to do, all right? I'm going to do a quick, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick intermission, hit the bathroom, so I can fully get involved in this in the next segment. So, yeah, give me just a minute, and we'll be right back, and we're going to go fully into the Blue Origin space mission that Jeff Bezos funded.
Hell yes.
And talk about all the conspiracy and the theories behind it. And I'm going to make fun of a lot of people. I'm going to joke about a lot of things, and it's going to be fun. So give me just a moment. We'll be right back.
right, make it come back. If you want to stop, that's your right foot.
Okay.
All right, we're back. Holy crap, it got dark. It got dark out quick. It is 8:20. But it got dark out. Let me get let me turn the light on over here. Here we go. All right, that's a little bit better there. It's rare that I do a show where it goes from daylight to nighttime. So, everyone, thank you for watching tonight. If you're watching right now, stick around. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. But I want to see, some things here. That's what I want to see. All right, here we go. Bosses. All right, well, hold on. We'll do this then. We'll do this. We're gonna talk about some space witches tonight. Oh yeah. We're gonna expose some Disney for you all tonight. If you stay, if you understand, if you wanna be a man, and if you wanna stick around and watch this show. Oh, 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 oh. Brian Engel, what's up? Corey Feldman needs more horn. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what Corey Feldman needs. I'm sure you found me through a Corey Feldman video, but we don't talk about Corey Feldman nonstop on this channel. In fact, that was over a year ago. I look a lot different than I did back in that video, probably as well. I'm still wearing the same shades because it pisses people off. And I think that's funny. I think it's funny that a lot of people, when they leave a comment, the only thing they have to say is, "Oh, Hoff, what about those sunglasses?" I'm like, well, what about them? You jealous? Huh? I got these at Speedway for $12. All right, let's get back into it. Enough of that. All right, bosses. Let's go. Let's talk about some stuff. Marco Esquinoles. Almost missed you there, buddy. Happy Easter, Hoff. I gotta run though. Hey, it's all good, man. I understand it's a busy weekend for people. I understand that. But good to see you, man. My favorite name in the world, Marco Esquinoles. It's so fun to say. Well, have a good time, man. Have a good time. But let's go, bosses. Let's go. If we're gonna do this. So when did this happen? Let's first and foremost. Let's just start at the beginning. All right. I'm gonna stop with this. I'm gonna share this instead. So what we do here is we figure things out. Looking at Blue Origin space mission. Blue Origin is a private. So if you didn't know, this week, what date was it? It was sometime this week, April 14th. So it was 5 days ago, allegedly. Anyways, allegedly. On April 15th or April 14th, 2025, there was the Blue Origin NS-31 suborbital space flight operated by Blue Origin. That's very specific if we're looking down here in the corner. The trip lasted for 10 minutes and 21 seconds, less than 11 minutes. Its passengers comprised Katy Perry, the singer. You're gonna hear me roar. And she's, baby, I'm a firework. Isn't that how it goes? Something like that. Baby, I'm a firework. But she did other songs about Satan as well. Carrie Ann Flynn, Amanda Gwynn, Aisha Bowe, Gail King, and Lauren Sanchez. All astronauts, allegedly. Astronauts. But the whole focus, the primary focus of this Blue Origin thing is to basically be like a Disney ride. It's like a Disney ride for rich people where they get to go up into space, allegedly. And, come back down and tell you about how virtuistic they all are and how they're better than you and they know more than you because they have more money than you and they can do this and they can brag about it and see they try to be like humble, like their whole thing is like we're humble about it, we're humble. No, you're rich bitches, you space witches. Rich bitches, space witches. Planning a hat trick, Danica Patrick. I wanna look at that. We'll save that one for a minute. But so anyways, bosses. So what's going on here? What we are talking about here is Jeff Bezos, the founder and owner of Amazon, is now building rockets and sending celebrities up into space.
Hell yes.
It's kind of wild that this is happening. So let's take a look at this. The fact that this is happening. This is the New Shepard. There's suborbital flights. Suborbital means the passengers go above the Kármán line, 62 miles. The internationally recognized boundary of space. The internationally recognized boundary of space. Keep that in mind. So, if we are going to, if we're going to look at, if we're going to look at this, and so far I feel like I've been pretty fair about like this happened as an actual thing. Well, bosses, now comes the part of Hoffcast that you've been waiting for, where we've already set the groundwork, the foundation, and now we will build on the foundation. And once we build it up, we tear it down. We tear it down. We burn it to the ground. Metaphorically speaking, we do not believe in violence here at Hoffcast. We are peaceful. We're peaceful bosses. We rule by an iron fist, but not one that destroys. It's always the threat, you know. It's the threat. Bosses win by threats. You never actually act on the threat. You threaten people, you know. It's the what's it like on It's Always Sunny, the insinuation, not the insinuation. It's whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Jim says, I think there's a song here combining Hall & Oates, Rich Girl with the Space Women. Papa Cotton says, it's the same ride William Shatner did a while ago and everyone humped his jock after just saying, yeah, I remember that. I thought it was BS back then too. But anyways, I might jump the gun there a little bit. It's not BS. We'll look at it and we'll let you all decide. We'll let the viewers decide once we look at some of this. All right, so I don't even know what I'm watching tonight. We're going to watch a lot of different footage. So this right here is, let's look at the, is this the same one I'm trying to find here? Is this NS? No, that's from February 4th. Let me try to find the right one. Blue Origin. Flight. So there's a lot to see. There's a lot to see here. I'm just trying to get to the liftoff. That's all I'm trying to get to. That's all I'm really trying to see. Because I think it's important. I think it's an important video to watch. All right, I think we found it, maybe. Yep, all right, here we go. We have found the video. Appreciate your patience, bosses. Treston says, speak stickly and carry a big soft. Yeah, might mix that up. Yep, maybe a little bit. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Well, what do you speak loudly and carry a big stick? Because that's me. I sound like Gilbert Gottfried. Flat. All right, so let's take a look at this. Here it is. The liftoff from Van Horn, Texas, is the all-women and crew, including Gail King, Katy Perry, and others. Yeah, they don't matter. Their names don't matter. No, they're forgettable. But anyways, let's take a look at this.
T-minus 10, 9.
First and foremost, bosses. The joke's already been made too many times, but I mean, it does look like the Dr. Evil rocket. You know what I mean? The phallic Dr. Evil rocket. I mean, like, let's get that out of the way. We might bring up part of it earlier. But let's just get that out of the way. Yes, it looks like a big schlong. All right? It looks like a big old wang. All right? Let's get that out of the way. Yes, that's what it is. Because, you know, Jeff Bezos probably not packing. Let's be honest. He's probably, so he's like, this is my dick. He's big. He's very, very big. You know, like that.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1. Ignition.
So here we go. First and foremost, like, Jeff Bezos the founder of Amazon, all right?
Hell yes.
Before we even watch this launch, I want to tell you that I've gotten a lot of packages from Amazon that were very damaged. They didn't get here in the best. They didn't get here. I mean, here on Earth, on ground, just via vans and human hands, did not get to my home in a way that was like, this isn't damaged. Most of it's all right, you know, but still, it looks like it was handled pretty roughly. Why would you ever why would you ever trust this if you're anybody? It's like the same thing as going down to see the Titanic in a freaking like one of those oil capsules, you know, with a PlayStation controller. Of course it's gonna dip out. Now look, I'm jumping the gun here, bosses. I'm jumping the gun here. But according to what I just said, and you will see what we're talking about later, the reason why I think this might not be as legitimate as people think is because they would not send that many people. As much as you think they're not respectable, jokes aside, I know nobody really likes Katy Perry. Nobody really likes Gayle King. Nobody likes anybody on this flight. I get it. Jokes aside. Why they are worth money. These people are worth a lot of money. Jokes aside, they are worth it. So my reason is like they would not risk sending that many people up there on something that has not been tested that much. It's all a publicity stunt, in my opinions. But here we go. Let me see here. Tristan says all this stuff like a long slong like the Amazon logo the Amazon logo is supposed to look like a devil's tail. Big Bud says, my question, why no fatties? Was Lizzo busy? I mean, Lizzo's on Ozempic right now, Ozempic. But, so I don't know. I mean, she seemed like she would have been a first choice. Rachel Ziegler seemed like she should have been on there. Lady Gaga, why wasn't she on there? Why wasn't, just get all the witches on this. They're space witches, dude. Just get all the witches on there. They're riding their broomstick up to the sky on the pink moon, you know? Let's check this out here.
Liftoff.
Holy
New
shit.
Shepard has cleared the tower.
Bosses. Bosses. Let's rewind this. That's exactly what I wanted to show. And you know what? I wanted to be proven wrong. I wanted to do my own research tonight and be proven wrong. But guess what? I wasn't.
4, command engine start. Shepard has cleared.
Bosses. Watch this right here. I'm gonna preface this. If you watch this right now and you don't think that GoldenEye 64 looks like a better game, then I want you to dip out because you're not a boss. Use your own eyes right now and look at how fake this is. This is the dude. PlayStation 2 graphics for NASCAR 99 looked better. Dude, I was playing freaking Conker's Bad Fur Day and it looked better than these graphics. This is stupid. Look at
New
that.
Shepard has cleared the tower.
I can draw a crayon picture that looks more realistic than that. You gotta be kidding me. That's CGI. That's AI. That's not real. I don't even feel like I need to say allegedly. I do though, because there's a lot of celebrities that their lives depend on this moment, this publicity stunt. So I will say this allegedly is CGI. But bosses, if you don't think this is, look at that picture. That's a freaking dude. I've made better thumbnails with free photo editing software. You can't. What is happening? They're throwing this out there in front of people, expecting them to believe that it's real. You can't make this up. This is like we're living in friggin' La La Land. Like they're literally putting this footage out in front of people saying this is actual footage. Dude, I've played GoldenEye on the N64 and it looks more realistic than this. Even skips a little bit. Like, come on, watch it again. We're gonna watch it several times, actually. Look!
Liftoff.
Look at that! I've never seen anything. I mean, I play iRacing. Dude, whenever I'm iRacing, it looks more realistic than this dick rocket going up in the sky.
New Shepard has cleared the tower.
Look at that! Come on, like let's wake the fuck up for a second and be like, that's not real. Like look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's not real. It looks worse than any video game. I guarantee if you've been playing any video game in the past 5 years, it looks better than this footage. Amazon's not hiring Sony for their freaking, they didn't get PlayStation 5 graphics for this one. Unbelievable that they put this out there. It looks like a Again. Let's do it again. Again.
New Shepard has cleared the tower.
Again. Like Herb Brooks from the movie Miracle. Again.
Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower.
Again.
Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower.
Again.
Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower.
If you believe that's real, then I really like you're done. You're done. You've done fallen in the trap of what they wanted. And if you think I'm an asshole for saying this, well then again, you're in the trap of exactly what they wanted to deceive you with. You fell for it. You got, Look at this dude. I swear GoldenEye Nintendo 64 looks better than this. Unbelievable. Look at that. That's just the bottom of a flashlight. And they're holding a camera up to it.
6,000 feet climbing.
By the way, bosses, we haven't even started yet on this. We have not even started on this. If you think I'm mad now and I'm getting onto, you haven't even seen shit. I'm sure you guys, if you're aware, you're probably aware of what's going on. If not, then stay tuned because I'm going to break this down for you. Excuse me.
Begin throttle down for Q limiting.
It's so stupid.
Engine response looks good.
Look, like that is pushing them up into space. There we go. All right.
Max Q. Max on.
Here's another thing. Do you think Katy Perry would really go up into space? Do you think that Gayle King, which I don't know much about her, besides, she's like a race grifter or something. Do you think she would go up into space? No, it's all a big, it's a production. It's crazy. Let me tell you something, bosses. Do you remember, like, okay, we're going to get real deep here. All right? So pay attention. Pay attention. Back in the 60s, the space race, when it came to the United States and the Soviets, a lot of people think that getting to the moon might not have been legitimate by the Americans. And now we're seeing an even dumber fake space race, allegedly, from Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. It's a space race. It's what it is. It's fake again. It's all fake. It's all a big dick showing. That's why the rocket looks like a penis. There's no space. There's no getting up there. There's no celebrities going to space, allegedly. According to my opinion. Disclaimer. There's nobody going up there. You can't do it. They're not doing it. It's publicity. It's to make you think a certain way. And you know what's funny is a lot of people are starting to see through this. And you know what else is funny is they're starting to slip. And I'll show you that here in a minute. I want to say hey to Gap After Dark. What's up, bud? What's up, Gap After Dark? I'll show you this shit tonight, bosses. If you haven't already seen it, it's been going around. It's been going around. Let's take a look at the rest of this.
Dynamic pressure. Mach 1. Vehicle is supersonic.
I would say there's nobody in that.
Engine back up to full throttle.
Supersonic. We have passed through max Q, maximum dynamic
So
pressure.
here's Hoff's opinion. What they showed at the beginning that we deemed was probably CGI that looked worse than GoldenEye, Nintendo 64 graphics was a way to make you think that they got these celebrities up into the sky. And what we're seeing here is an actual rocket they might have shot up there, but there was nobody on it. And when you see it come back down, there's nobody on it. And whenever they open whenever you see it all at the end, we're getting to it, bosses. We're getting to it. It's all just it's a set piece. It's like a play. It's like theater. There's nothing real about any of this. It's all fake from beginning to end with actors. They're actors. They're playing. Look at Oprah. Oprah's there, dude. Fuck.
Vehicle, the stresses between the atmosphere
Passing
and the
47,000
speed
feet
are
and
at their
climbing.
maximum. So to punch through that is so important. You see the BE3 engines is firing beautifully. You see the stream of steam behind it. Those ladies right now are
1 minute,
having
40
an
seconds to display.
incredible view on their way to space.
Well, okay, so apparently they went up to space, right? So let's watch, let's do some more research here. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. So let's watch the descent. Actually, here's a Oprah. Let's watch Oprah. Let's watch Oprah. Oprah is very emotionally acting, like overacting, in my opinion. Like it's like all black people around, and they're just like, oh my gosh, women went up to space. Even though they didn't get up to space, they went to suborbital. It's disgusting. Oprah's disgusting, by the way. One of the highest Illuminati witches of all time, allegedly. Allegedly. Also, just one of the biggest bitches of all time. And that's not allegedly. I'll just say that. Oprah's a huge bitch. I'll just say that. I mean, Oprah's a huge bitch. I think everyone. I think she's been involved with all kinds of horrible people like Tom Hanks and Harvey Weinstein and John of God, and look him up. Look him up. Huge bitch. Oprah. Huge bitch. That's a huge bitch. So now let's take a look at the landing. Let's take a look at the landing bosses. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I hope you're having a great time. Great night. Lovely Sherry, what's up? How you doing, Sherry? Good to see you, Sherry. We're just chilling here. What's this one all about here?
But this is one of the most, the great historic moments for women, and it really disrupts the future of space and paths to space.
Let me just jump in real quick to clarify.
What is going on? Do you see, like, whenever you watch the video, it looked like that thing is gigantic. It looked like a huge dick. Like, but it's not that, like, the head of the penis isn't really that big. Like Jeff Bezos's bald head is almost as gigantic as the top of the spaceship.
Hell yes.
You know, and so now they're trying to, like,
what I said earlier. People have come down on spacecraft before. I mean, the space shuttle, Gemini.
Basically, it parachuted down. I can find the footage of it. It's not that interesting. It doesn't really look that fake. Again, I think they did actually shoot a rocket up there. I don't think any of the actresses were on the rocket. I think what they showed here was a set piece, like literally a like a movie set is what they show you here. A live movie set, and they never went up there. They never came down. I just think that it was like, yeah, they can do. What's wild is they put so much effort into this, but the CGI to make the rocket look like it's going up into space look like shit. It's like, why? Like, that was the most important thing that you needed to do. Like, if that looked good, you could have convinced me a little bit more. But knowing that the flight never, ever took place makes me speculate about what's going on with the rest of it. So here, the head of the penis is landed, the circumcised.
Mercury and Apollo. But this is the commercialization factor that I was referring to with that.
Astronauts who trained for their entire lives.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the disruptor. Is
so what's going on is, like, they're calling themselves like
the men and
astronauts and everything. Let's get to the door thing. Let's get to the door. Blue Origin door. It doesn't take a genius to do any of this. Like, like, you mean, well, Hoff, you're not an astronaut. You know, you're not an astronaut. How would you know? Katy Perry's an astronaut.
You saw her get so emotional in her pre-flight interview. Is she still?
This is when it's landed. This is when the tip of the penis is landed, and the footage of it coming down, there was a big gust of, like, dirt and everything. Like, whenever the Black Widow would jump off a rooftop and land on the concrete, and she weighs like 8 pounds, but would destroy the concrete in a superhero landing. You know, it's what it is. And if this does boil down, which it does, to some sort of, like, feminist agenda, well, then they're cutting the dick off at the head, you know, and the women are there to jump out, which I don't know exactly what that means, but, you know, women are really, really in, like, liberal women are really into, like, chopping dicks off these days. Like, they just don't like penises at all. They don't want penises around them. And I'm sorry, liberal women, but penises, as long as I'm alive, penises will exist. Because mine will. And you're not going to touch it. I ain't going to get no wiener thief around me, all right? You ain't going to get, Ashley Babbitt coming to get my wiener, all right? Cheers to that, boss. But, well, yeah, a lot of wiener thieves out there these days, and I think these women there on the space shuttle are wiener thieves.
Is that still the weighing emotion, or is she still just, oh my God, I saw the stars, I saw the curvature of the earth? What is?
Okay, so let me tell you something, bosses. Like, here's a couple things. I've been on a lot of like rides, roller coasters, various thrill rides. I've never had a existential experience on any thrill ride that I've been on, any roller coaster or anything. Tristan, awesome, bro. Awesome, bro. Yeah, right. Babbitt. Actually, Babbitt was that chick from, the 6th. You're right. Once there was this girl who... Anyways, I digress. Yeah, I made some mistakes there. Babbitt made some mistakes there. See, all the guys are like correcting me on who actually cut the dick off. I appreciate that, as we should. We gotta hold women accountable, bosses. Women who cut dicks off. But anyways, so allegedly the tip of this dick lands in the middle of the desert with these celebrities.
Is what's going to come out of her mouth, but really her heart.
And is that Jeff Bezos out there right by the capsule? Kind of hard to see.
That is correct. That is Jeff Bezos. Our
Hold on. Let's just rewind before we go any further. Let me put a Zen in. Smoke them if you got them. Zen them if you got them. Let's just go ahead and do this. So you got a few people around here. From the overhead camera view, so from here, it looks like there's just 3 people. But there's like tons of trucks and media all around the outside of it. That's why you're watching this, is because that it's not like there's nobody there. It's not like there's these 3 people in one camera. There's lots of people out there. But all the people that are out there are they got the badges. You know what I'm talking about? The VIP. They had to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, allegedly. But what's that? What is that right there? There's an arrow pointing at this corner of the door. Actually, the door seems to be opening from the inside. Bosses, the rocket ship that went to space with women who weren't wearing any helmets, their spacesuits were basically made by Victoria's Secret. They're in there allegedly. I mean, they are because they come out, but allegedly this is the thing that got them into space, and they just opened the door on the inside. No, that can't be real. But hey, look, it is. It's real. Look, you can see it. You can see
mouth,
it.
but really her heart. Out of her.
Look, it opens right there. Look. It opens from the inside. Bosses, my car doesn't even open from the inside. My Camry doesn't even open from the inside. You open out. Porta-Johns, which this looks like a Porta-John door, they don't even open from the inside. Porta-Johns, you open outwards. A fucking Porta-John opens outwards. They went to space suborbital. I don't care what that means, but they went to space if they want to call themselves astronauts. Well, then we'll give them. We're gonna be like, well, then you're an astronaut, and so you went to space, and so your spaceship must have been a spaceship and not a Porta-John. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Yeah. Did you go to space in a spaceship, or did you go to space in a Porta-John? Where the door opens on the inside. The inside. It gets worse. This woman tries to cover it up.
Mouth, but really her heart.
And is that Jeff?
She leans in and goes, "Hey, it's not time to open that door yet. Close it up. We don't want to smell your stack."
Bezos out there right by the capsule.
Look at this.
Out of her mouth, but really her heart.
And is that?
Close it up, Katie. I know you're excited to get all the attention that you want, but you just have to wait another minute because Jeff Bezos is king, and he wants the attention. He wants to be the king. He wants to be the man who opens up the door for the women to get out.
Hell yes.
This is crazy, bosses.
Is that Jeff Bezos out there right by the?
And then the funny thing is they laugh
hard to
about
see.
it.
That is correct. That is Jeff Bezos.
Shut that Porta-John door back up for a second because we need a photo op around here.
Founder on the left, as well as Sarah Knights, our crew member 7. And I just want to thank our viewers for joining us.
Yeah, send this guy in with a feather on his back like Forrest Gump to block it out a little bit. You know? Bosses, if you don't know what's going on here, I mean, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Like, you got to look at this and be like, this is bullshit. You have to. It's the only reason I'm here right now is because I want attention as much as Katy Perry, and I want to also tell you that you're being lied to with a lot of bullshit here, allegedly.
NS-31, New Shepard's 31st mission to space, our 11th human space flight.
So the door opened. Let's not forget the door opened minutes ago, but they have to wait for the cameras to set up, bosses. They have to wait for the cameras to set up. Then for the big photo op, they botched it. They botched it hard. Imagine, okay, all the incompetent whores, all the incompetent witches inside of that fucking tent right there couldn't even pretend for 10 minutes to go to space and come back down and not open the door from the fucking inside. They had 2 things that they could have done that would have made me believe this was real. Number 1, the CGI. Not make it look like it was Daytona, USA. Number 2, not have the bitch open the fucking door from the fucking inside. My cat could kick that door open in. Like, dude, my cat, when I'm taking a shit sometimes, I'm on the toilet, I'm taking a shit. My cat will fucking hit the door and come in. That's what this looked like. My cat could have fucking came in there. You know? Like, It was so flimsy. Let's watch this.
From all parts of this flight, for the booster, for the capsule, for our astronauts, a completely successful flight, one of the smoothest flights we've had so far. And we're now just awaiting the opening of the hatch so we can get some views from our 6 new astronauts.
Here we go.
Phelps.
And I would imagine Lauren Sanchez in seat.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, the more I watch it, the more I'm like, this is just stupid. By the way, look at this craft. It came from space. It's white. It's all white. Came back from space. It has not a speck of dirt on it. Even when it landed in the dirt, it's got no dirt on it. It's got nothing. It's got no burn marks. It looks like I wouldn't, if that was a tent, to go camping in, I wouldn't trust that to keep the Blair Witch from me. All right? That's how weak it looks.
One will be coming out first.
That is correct. They'll go, she's in seat 1, which is next to the left, the left window there. She will go first.
Here we go.
And then last in number 6 is
Why
Carrie
is he
Ann.
kicking up dirt?
That is the window on the right.
Side canyon.
Yep. Now make sure that the ladder is stable, so Jeff Bezos can have his little moment. Look at this. Look at it. What's the black van out there? I'm gonna have to spit. The Zen got me. Excuse me.
See those vans arriving. Those are friends and family.
And that's Carrie Ann looking out the window, in the window to the right there. Lauren.
Jeff Bezos checking
those are friends and
the
family.
ladder. Making sure that there's the 2 steps on that ladder. Making sure it's stable enough to walk up those 2 steps. Excuse my hiccups. Making sure that ladder is stable enough for the 2 steps to go up that bastard and get them 5 to 6 witch hoes out of there.
And that's Carrie Ann looking out the window, in the window to the right there. Lauren Sanchez on the left. And you really get a sense for just how big these windows are. I mean, when you're inside this capsule, it's almost as though you're getting a full 360 panoramic view. One of the cool features of this capsule, the largest windows of any spacecraft.
My favorite thing is the commentary about how those ladies have so much viewpoint around them, and that's what they talk about a lot when they land. We're gonna get to that. My hiccups are insane right now. You're talking about Papa Cotton said you have a cat. Gap says you have a cat. You still have your dog? Yes. Kira's like right here. I don't know where the cat is. I mean, he'll be around for sure. I don't know. I mean, the cat just comes and goes, man. Apologize for the hiccups.
Surface area of this craft is windows, and that's on purpose. There were many meetings with our founder Jeff Bezos where our engineers brought him some windows. He said, "Nope, make them bigger." They come back, they, "Nope, that's nice, but make them bigger." And what you get here for why?
So what's going on right here is you see on the left side. Do you see how many trucks are surrounding this? It's a movie set. Yep.
Is that so important? So many of our astronauts have said, when I got out of my seat,
Yep. They don't want anyone getting through there, man. They don't want anyone getting through there.
I looked at outside my window and I turned around and I looked at the other 5 windows, and my brain created a panoramic view,
I'm gonna have to take a quick, like, 30-second break and come back for the rest of this. All right, I'm back. So, if you want to know the secret to getting rid of hiccups, nobody believes me on this, but you hold your nose, you tilt up, you hold your breath for as long as you can, and you look at a bright light. So, like, and I still have hiccups. But anyways, yep. Let's get back to this video here. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. When we look at these photos here on the screen, you look at the left and you see so many people, and you look at the right and you see just a couple people. And this is like literally the definition of every production of every show that you've ever seen, or movie or anything. There are so many people behind the scenes making it look good. And then they did not do a good job. Apparently, Amazon doesn't have a very good production company.
Hell yes.
By the way, hiccups are gone, so it did cure it. I am right. Yep, try it yourself. But anyways, so to recap here, we're already at the point where the bitches on the inside opened the door. All right? And now they got to pretend like the ladder, that the 2-step ladder. They don't need a ladder. You can step into that thing. It's a tent. You don't need a 2-step ladder. You don't have to pretend that it's stable. This is such bullshit, dude. But they're going to be like, oh, is it set up right after the door that opened on the inside for a space unit? A space shuttle already opened? Oh, let's pretend. Let's keep pretending. Let's all just keep pretending.
photo of it, because so much of the capsule is windows, and it makes for just an incredible experience.
I think that whole thing about that news reporter saying, oh, it's all made of windows, and it's an incredible experience, was was meant to distract you from the door opening from the inside like a porta-john. Not even like a porta-john.
Sarah.
Good? Okay, here we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos.
Here we go. So he goes up there with his tight jeans, belt on. I mean, like, screw this guy, by the way. And he's going to pretend to open this door. Whatever tool he's using, whatever crowbar or specialized Blue Origin space rocket launch lock tool that he needs to Jeff Bezos needs to specifically use to let these women out. It's his time to do that. He needs to walk up those two very unstable steps with a tool that is the only tool that can open the door, obviously. Or else they would have already come out because the door opened. So he goes up there with this crowbar and he pretends to open the door. Allegedly.
Open the hatch.
Unbelievable. Did you see how that door swung in there? Bro, if you tell me that I'm going to space and you show me that door, I'm saying go fuck yourself. Because I'm not going to space with that door on my rocket. That's way too flimsy. I'm not going to space. Any amount of air pressure, a fart could take that thing out. All right? If we fart, or you know they're gassy women in there. If they fart, then the door is compromised. Let alone if they queef. Even worse. You can't tell me that they went to fucking space with a door that flimsy. You can't.
His windows.
Look at it again. And he had the only tool. Jeff Bezos, even though they already opened the door up from the inside, Jeff Bezos, with all the cameramen around him, has to come in with his tool and open it from the outside. Go fuck yourselves. I'm not that stupid, all right? I'm not that stupid.
Sarah.
Bosses, hopefully you're not that stupid either. Like, use your eyes.
Good? Okay, here we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Here he goes to open the hatch. If that door, dude, I swear, if you told me that I'm going to space and that was the door that was in my rocket, I'd be like, nope. Dude, the bus door going down the Coda. The Columbus, Ohio Transport Administration's bus doors look more secure than that. You know why? Because there's crackheads trying to get in there for free. Come on. You can't fool me. You just can't. You can't fool me with this. This is bullshit. Allegedly. And then they all scream, "Oh yeah!" Look at this. Tool looks like a cigarette.
You know, what does that feel when you have young children? With our founder Jeff Bezos, where our engineers brought him some windows, he said, "Nope, make them bigger." They come back, then, "Nope, that's nice, but make them bigger." And what you get here, why is that so important? So many of our astronauts have said, when I got on my seat,
let's go back to when the door opened.
Still just, oh my God, I saw the stars, I saw the curvature of the Earth. You know, what's going to come out of her mouth?
Door opens,
and is that Jeff?
Come on, I don't know what to tell you anymore. I don't, dude. Like they don't give a fuck anymore. They're just throwing this out there, trying to make you believe this, dude. They're just throwing this at you. This, and they're trying to tell you this is real. They're like, you come on. They're trying to tell you this happened. All right, if you believe this happened, then I'm pretty sure that you believe that Darth Vader is real. That the Death Star is real. It's fiction. It's not, they're actors. They're all actors. None of this is real. It's all sets and CGI and acting and fakeness. You want to see the worst acting of all times? The worst acting of all times? Let's do it. I want to find the full video. Or we'll find different videos. This is the most famous one, I guess. This is after they opened the door that was already open. Because, I mean, it was never closed. They never closed the door. I'm pretty sure if you slow down the audio, Jeff Bezos even says she never closed the door. And you can hear that. I could probably play that for you tonight if you want, but you can find it yourself. But the Katy Perry, dude, Katy Perry. Holding a flower up to space. Man, let me tell you. I don't think there's ever been a more iconic photo in my lifetime. I want a poster of that on my wall of Katy Perry just holding a flower up to space. That is so inspirational. Oh my goodness, that is so inspirational. Oh. She is the best. Katy Perry went to space. She's an astronaut. Katy Perry, the singer, went to space. She's an astronaut. Katy Perry went to space, and now she's an astronaut.
Katie! Woo!
If this doesn't piss you off just a little bit, then I don't know what's...
Katie!
I don't know, man. Like, this should piss you off a lot. And I don't even know why, but it should piss you off. And I'm not trying to get people angry about anything.
See the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space.
Can we just stop for a second? I'm not here to body shame anybody, but human beings don't look like this.
For the future. And for me, like Gail said, this wasn't a ride.
It was a ride. Look at what you're wearing. You don't have any space helmets. You don't, dude. Okay, so I've talked about this on Hoffcast a while back. I was like, well, the reason they haven't gone back to the moon, they say, is because they can't replicate the spacesuits. All right. Well, I mean, patch up the old ones. Patch up the old ones, or use these.
Wasn't a destination, it was a journey, and it was a supernatural one. And my journey has always been about love and belonging.
Yep, here we go.
And I think that we have all felt that sometimes we weren't worthy or we didn't belong, and in certain ways, no matter all the accolades, no matter all the studying, no matter anything. And I think today we all said it, like, we belong here.
Mm-hmm. What she's talking about is not going to space, is the fact that they leveled up in like Freemasonry ranking is what they did. And they faked people out, and they told them, like, if you fake people out this hard, allegedly, then you will rank up in your in whatever magician or witchcraft that you're into. Like this is the next level for you. If you do this, we'll give you tons of money, and you're in the group. You play ball. You play ball.
This is where we belong, and we feel very sure of that. So I think that you'll never know the amount of love that you have inside of you to give and to receive until the day you launch, because you're leaving all the love behind and you're surrendering and you're hoping that you get another chance.
She's not talking about going to space. She's talking about selling her soul. All right? It's a metaphor. It's a big metaphor. She's not talking about going to space. Look at this. Katy Perry went all the way to space to take a selfie. They're not astronauts. They didn't go to space. This looks like a ad for freaking like tampons. Blue Origin tampons. Look at the head on this thing. Even the string let it down. Oh, Hoff, what are you doing? I'm serious though. Like this is nothing but a photo shoot, dude. It's not real. It's not real. And they try to tell people that this is real. It's so fucked up. Those are some spacesuits that they used to like try to get you to believe in, you know? They're not even trying anymore. They're just like, anyone can go to space. If you got enough money, you can go to space. But I think the bigger thing is, like I said earlier, it's like a space race, like back in the day. And I think it's between the rich people, like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. And they're like, who can get to Mars the quickest? You know? And this is Jeff Bezos' way of like being like, hey, well, let's do some women stuff. With a big dick rocket. Let's watch some more. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, this is a good one too. This was one that was cut from the feed. Jeff Bezos actually, like, he's running around the back, banging on the windows, and he trips. Just shows you how bad of a production it all really is, you know.
With our audience, so it's been really, really incredible. So yeah, how you feel out here with our audience. So it's been really, really incredible. So yeah,
I hope you got your affliction genes dirty.
It's been really, really.
Hold on, let's watch this.
STEM.
This might be funny.
I'm just so excited to keep learning about STEM and astrology and astronomy and pastrami and STEM. I'm just so full of love I went to space and I liked it. So full of love. Space gives me love. I love stems. I just hope people understand that we weren't just taking up space, but we were making space and inventing space and holding space. Well, I'm just so full of love
Dude,
that now,
she's
because
funny.
I've gone to space, women can go to space. And in another life, I'd be an astronaut. This is just going to change the space game for women who have never been to space.
That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That one was pretty good. Bosses. Not bad. That's what this right here, this photo is what if you come back down from the sky, like you're probably gonna get some burn marks or at least like some debris. But this comes down and it's like there's nothing on it. Like even if it crashed in the dirt, there's not a speck on this thing. Not a single speck. It's interesting. If you have not yet hit the thumbs up button or subscribed to my channel, I mean, this is the first time I've mentioned this. Please do so. I've been going for hours. The first time I've asked, hey, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, you know? Share it out. It's weird, man. I don't even know I'm doing it here anymore. But I'm here. I got things to say. And I got to say this is fake. Dude, I thought that was pretty funny though. That chick is pretty funny. Yeah, kind of cute too. Anyways,
Excited.
I wanted to see the interviews that they did when they came back down. Blue Origin space interviews. I guess I'll I mean, dude, I mean, just look at some of this stuff. Like, this is wild. Here we go. Here we go.
To the
Here
unknown.
we go.
Trust.
Here we go.
Just checking. Highest high. And it is surrender to the unknown, trust. And this whole journey is not just about going to space.
Look, bosses. They basically went into an airplane and nosedived. That's what everyone knows. Even if they went, I don't think they went. I don't think any of these women even left the ground, in my opinion, allegedly. You know, in my opinion, allegedly, I don't think these women even left the ground. I think it was all Hollywood studio stuff. And it was a set piece. Because obviously there was no dirt on that fucking thing when it landed. And this is, I don't know what they're going for with this. But they're trying to empower women, obviously, for one. And they're trying to make space travel like available to people, which it's not. Of course, I think this is like the last act of a desperate man or a woman of space, because you can't go up there, man. You can't. They're trying to tell you you can, but you can't. You can't. I think this, and they're saying, well, now you have to be super rich to go up there. You have to be Katy Perry. But maybe one day you'll be rich enough to buy a ticket on the Blue Origin to take a ride, like a slingshot ride at the county fair, to have the same experience as Katy Perry. It's fucking sick. It's disgusting. Well, maybe, well, you can go to space, but, you know, you got to live in a gated community. You know, you have to be really rich. You have to be millions of dollars. And, you know, this is all leading to, hey, if our planet is decaying and the rich people want to go to Mars, well, this is the first step. If not, well, then it's just a big psyop to make space seem real to people who are fucking idiots. I'm sorry. You can't go. You can't go to space unless you have $1 million like Katy Perry.
It's the training. It's
now listen, all of her money, like this is what she got from it.
To the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the.
She couldn't recommend the experience more. What do you mean? Like, I can't afford that, bitch. What do you mean? I can't recommend it more. Who are you recommending it to? Your other Satanist friends? Your other witches? Your other witchcraft friends? It ain't for me. It ain't for 99.9999% of the fucking people on the planet. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I recommend it.
Different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling.
By the way, when she mentioned the Hoffman process, that's like MK Ultra. I looked it up. The Hoffman process. I'll do you guys a favor. It's like a resort where you go get brainwashed. This Hoffman process. Look at this shit. I do my research, bosses. You think I've dipped out? I haven't. I haven't dipped out completely. I want to thank you guys for being here again. I love you guys. You're the bosses. Look at this. The Hoffman process is an 8-day intensive course designed to help individuals identify and heal from negative patterns in their lives, often rooted in childhood experiences. It aims to foster emotional healing, forgiveness, and personal growth. These are all the things. Look, bosses, when you hear all these things and you think there's a program designed to help that, no. These people are evil. What they do is they acknowledge that those issues exist in people, and then they take advantage of those issues. They know that they're easily moldable, and they say, oh, it's just like Scientology. You know, oh, we know you're weak. We know you don't have any beliefs, but you're with us now. We got you under our wing. You're protected now. You don't have to fear anything. But they're brainwashing the fuck out of you. Right? You gotta stop with that shit. You gotta stop with that shit. The Hoffman process, man. Let's get back to this.
The love when you come down, for sure, and you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong divine feminine right now.
By the way, you're such a badass. I love that the month of April, you're like, I'm going to space and I'm blind.
She's connected to the strong divine feminine. By the way, pizza. If you don't know what pizza represents, well, then I can't tell you. But
watching my
what else we got going on? Huh. Why? It's not playing. There you go. Let's play it.
You know what it means? Does it have a meaning? Just like cool, beautiful, and rad, different. Yeah. How old are you, from? Teen. You're in the double digits world? It's like really important. Do you like pizza? Yes. I saw you looking at Actually, down there, I saw you being really excited about the possibility of having a pizza party with a pop star. Do you have pizza parties with pop stars often? No. Okay. Just checking. Pizza party with a pop star. Do you have pizza parties with pop stars often? No. Okay. Just checking.
It's called Secret Pizza Party.
Tomorrow we got
Pepper, then you're gonna love this book.
pepperoni. Are they all pepperoni?
Here's Sebastian. It's called Secret Pizza Party.
Tomorrow we got
Pepper, then you're gonna love this book.
pepperoni. Are they all pepperoni?
Here's Sebastian. It's called Secret Pizza Party.
Tomorrow we got
Well, I didn't really have to say much there. That's that Jimmy Kimmel and Oprah. Obama. Big Mike? No, who is that? Rihanna, Beyonce. Hillary Clinton. Now look, bosses. There are rabbit holes that you can go into. Not all of them come out the other side. And I'm not saying anything about what I just showed there. Not everything is true about everything like that. But let me say, pretty suspicious. Pretty suspicious. But regardless, this is where we're coming from. The reason I played that is because I want you guys to know that they're kind of all in it together. If Katy, do you think that come on. Katy Perry is just allowed to just go on a rocket ship because she has money? No, it's all propaganda. They use these people. They're actors. They're puppets. They're figureheads. They're there to influence you. They are there to influence you. The reason they do these things and the reason they did all of this is to influence you one way or another. It's getting really bad out here. Man, like, I got really angry about some stuff recently, which we'll talk about shortly. But like I think they want my reaction. And like the reason I didn't want to say anything is because I feel like I'm just feeding into it. Maybe I am. Maybe I should just shut the fuck up. Because maybe I'm just feeding into the propaganda or the fakeness or just the horribleness of everything. I don't know. But what I do know is, like, when I decided I didn't want to do Hoffcast anymore and I saw so much shit going on, it was eating me up inside to not say anything about anything. And like, I have any voice, like I'm anybody. Like, no, like Hoff, like, my opinion matters, you know. No, but deep down, I just feel like I need somebody to hear me about things, you know. I don't think my opinion matters. I don't think my voice matters, but I just want it to at least one person that I can maybe discuss things with, you know. And that's about it, to be honest with you guys. Like, I realized that it just really takes one person that I just would like to talk to about things. And that's about it. But I continue to go live, and I do have a best friend in Mr. Tony Nasser. I want to shout out Mr. Tony Nasser, but he's a great guy. We and him do discuss a lot of things, but like really, I think people just want a voice, you know. And when you see other people who are undeserving of having a voice, have a voice, like Katy Perry going to space and lying to you about the whole thing allegedly, but then it makes you feel like oh, okay, we are in the alien ant farm, you know? Woo! Michael Jackson also. But it does make you feel like you are like I love when Katy Perry says she feels insignificant when she goes to space, but she makes us feel insignificant because she can go. And a lot of people are upset about that. And again, I don't think she went to space. I don't think they left the ground. I mean, Jeff Bezos couldn't step up 2 stairs locked into the freaking dirt on the side of that thing. I think a lot of people get lost in the fact that they're not remembering that this is absolutely fake. Like they never even went into the sky. It was all like a balloon and stuff, allegedly. But like, can you believe this? Look at this. Look at this. Can you believe this?
Obviously, like my.
Look at this. What these celebrities do is they're like, we got to be humble. Pretend to be humble. And this is the word. Like nobody can relate to this. No human being can relate to this. Not a single person who lives an average life as a regular citizen can relate to what the fuck this dumb witch hoe is saying.
When you got up there, what a wonderful world. Why was that important to sing that particular song?
I've covered that song in the past, and obviously, like my higher self is always steering the ship because I had no clue.
You can barely hear it. She's saying like, I used to sing this song, and I went, what a wonderful world. It's so disgusting.
Working there are really devoted and dedicated. This is what bothers me, because I've certainly read some of the things online coming from people that I know, that I like, that I consider friends. Space is not an either or. It's a both and. And because you do something in space doesn't mean you're taking anything away from Earth. And what you're doing in space is trying to make things better here.
Oh, all of a sudden, she's smarter than fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson out here. Gail King all of a sudden knows more than Neil deGrasse fucking Tyson.
On Earth. What Blue Origin wants to do is take the waste here and figure out a way to put
Black
it in
Space
space.
Man, now we got Black Space Woman. Oh, isn't that nice? Now we got 2 dumb idiots who are race baiting and also telling us about space. Could it get any fucking dumber? Can this world get any fucking dumber? Bosses, like we. The reason I'm here tonight is because I want to fight against this dumbness. I cannot believe that they're doing this.
To make our planet cleaner. I mean, Jeff Bezos has so many ideas, and the people that are working there are really devoted and dedicated to making our planet a better place. That's number one. Number two, there was nothing.
Weren't these the same motherfuckers who were saying Amazon was evil like 5 years ago for like not giving their workers breaks? What on the same fucking TV show? Are you kidding me?
Frivolous about what we did. So, I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this, what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that. I've had so many women and young girls reach out to me, and men too, by the way, men too, that say, wow, I never thought I could do that, but I see you doing it at this stage of my life. Who would have thought?
You didn't do anything. Bro, let me tell you, I've been on the ride The Beast at Kings Island. It's a wooden roller coaster that's been around for 70 fucking years. And that roller coaster will give you back problems. It looks like they stepped out. Their hair wasn't even touched. If this doesn't piss you off, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. What was that lady's name? Blue Origin went. She was the best one. She was the best one. A lot of people don't know how to spell or pronounce that, but I do, and I just proved it. Oh, yeah.
We're doing astronaut training today. We're going to learn everything that you need to know to fly a nominal.
What about this? The whole fact the patch on their suit is the Baphomet. And I talk about the Baphomet all the time on Hoffcast. I'm trying to tell you guys, they're trying to tell you as above, so below. Do not believe in God. Do not believe in Jesus. That's what they're trying to tell you. Constantly. They're witches. Lady Gaga was at Coachella. We'll watch a video on that here in a little bit. We're here for the long haul, bosses, as long as you're patient. Curious Cow, what's up? I didn't think you'll be here. Good to see you. Jim Zombie Box Reviews. Good to see y'all. We're having a good time tonight. Look at that. You see this? That's the patch. You flip it upside down.
We're doing astronaut training today. We're going to learn everything that you need to know.
There it is. Look at that. It's a Baphomet.
To fly a nominal mission to space.
You're beginning the simulation at T+2 minutes. Separation is confirmed.
It is my pleasure to tell you, you have passed.
None of this happened on the same day. What I'm telling you, bosses, is like they act like this all. No, this was all recorded over time like a Netflix fucking series. Like Black Mirror. None of this happened. Allegedly. None of this happened. Allegedly. None of this happened.
Does that make you feel confident? Yes. Does that make you feel good?
It makes it start to feel even more.
That's the same bitch who told him not to open the door.
More real.
Does that make you feel good?
It makes it start to feel even more real.
What is the vibe of the New Shepard crew this morning now that the morning is finally here?
Oh, there is so much energy here. It's not about going to space. It's about what we bring back.
It's not about going to space. It's about what we bring back.
And I get to go with 5 incredible women.
They didn't go to space. Nobody went to space. Nobody. Hey, bosses, I'm not even going to say allegedly. Nobody went to space. Nobody went to space. Nobody went to space. The most they did is they got into a fucking airplane 6 months ago and recorded this with their fucking stupid little outfits on. All right? This didn't even happen last week. They probably recorded this 6 months ago and decided to release it now. None of this happened. It's fake. It's fake. It's a movie. It's worse than Star Wars. James Cameron has to be looking at this right now being like, what the fuck are you doing, Jeff Bezos? You know?
We are all in our
place. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. They expect me to believe it?
Faces, bright, shiny faces.
Babies, I love you so much. Love you, Grandpa. I love you, Daisy. I love you so much. Here we go. 2, 1.
Again, GoldenEye Nintendo 64 looks better than these graphics. So fake. So fake. So fake. So fake. So fake. So fake. That's not real. That's not even close to being anything that's real. Again, I like to play iRacing, simulation racing cars. And when I play that, I feel more immersed in my racing than I do when I look at this rocket that is clearly like something I can do in a Photoshop in 5 minutes or less. It's fake. None of that's real. That's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's not real. It's so fake. Look at it. It's not real. Look, it's fake. Look at the windows. They're blacked out. It looks like a lightsaber or a dildo or a fucking tampon flying through space. And it's not even matched with the fucking background or foreground. None of the shading has anything to do with it. The fucking the fire underneath it doesn't match. Nothing matches. It's all fucking fake. It's all fake. They're like, we have to have one white, one Asian, one black, and then tons of mixed.
Look at the moon. Oh my gosh. You see that? Oh my gosh.
This is the fakest. No. Hey, let's go back. Let's go back. At the height they went, they wouldn't be able to see that. They didn't get there. It's fake. Look at this. It's a green screen.
See that? Oh my gosh. I got you, Flynn. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then they're just posing in space. In space, they're posing with flowers and flags. In space. They're like, let me virtue signal everything I can while I'm in this pod in space that can open up from an outside door. Let me just virtue signal as much as I can. And then we'll float around with CGI. Dude, Star Wars in 1987 looked more real than this. And it's all about virtue signaling. It's all about women's empowerment. I love women, by the way. I love women. I love women. But it's all about this whole the lie about space, the lie about feminism, and the fact that this lie is falling apart at the seams and everyone can see how fucking fake it is, dude. It's unbelievable that we've gotten here. At this point in time, right now in 2025, where we've been debating the moon landing for years, now we see this and it's obviously fake. Obviously. If you think this is real, I mean, dude, go watch Harry Potter. You know, it ain't real. It ain't fucking real. It's not real by any means. It's all propaganda. It's made to make you think a certain way about certain things. It's made to make you think space is real, especially women. Women are like, now I can be an astronaut? No, you fucking can't. You know why? Because men can't be fucking astronauts. You know why? Because space is fake and gay. It ain't real. It ain't what you tell you. All right? It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And the fact that anyone would ever believe this just blows. The fact that they made this, the fact that they put this out as reality blows my fucking mind. This is reality TV. This is literally reality. This is like fucking Survivor, the TV show. This is like what is it? Bachelorette or some shit. None of this is real. They make it up to look real. And this is the point where they've gotten so many people to think that the Bachelorette's real or some shit like that. They put this out and they expect to believe it. It's stupid.
That's amazing.
There comes it. The rocket down. It's going to relight its engine.
Look at that! I farted by screaming that hard. I farted.
The rocket down is going to relight its engine.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Get the fuck out of
I got you,
here.
Flynn.
Oh,
Oh my God.
that's amazing.
There comes it. The
It's
rocket
not
down is
real.
going to relight its
Look at that, dude. Look at that.
engine.
Golden Knight. Nintendo 64 graphics were better than that. Dude, do you see how it crashes down and it has no dirt on it? They jump out of it like they just won a NASCAR race.
Almost no words.
Wearing
It
the
was
NASCAR
the most
outfits.
incredible
Look at all that plastic surgery.
experience of my life.
I feel super connected to love. You never know how much love is inside of you.
I will never be the same. And there's no boundaries. There's no border. There's just earth. And there's no boundaries. There's no border. There's just earth.
Now that I've done it, I really do feel I can take on anything.
No dream is too wild. If it's going to space, you can absolutely make it through, and it
Almost threw up. We're in a real bad place, bosses. We're in a very bad place when it comes to things like these. When you expect these witches, these space witches, we now have space witches telling us that they went up there and they're astronauts. They're not astronauts, all right? I'm not the first to say it, but hey, just because I rode on an airplane doesn't mean I'm a pilot, all right? I'm a passenger. And none of these bitches could ever maneuver themselves to space because of two reasons. One, they're too dumb. Number two, it doesn't exist. So we're really at a standstill here with the CGI, the virtue signaling, the fact that most people are now like not even regarding space as real. We have a real a lot of people now thinking the Earth is flat. You know, a lot of people are thinking that now. So is this how they get women? The men are saying Earth is flat, so they're like, "Hey, we gotta get women to say it's round. I sell the curvature. Tell your men it's not flat." You know. Tristan says, "I can see what you were. I mean, you can see what they're going for. Why not find an attractive Asian woman?" You don't think she's attractive? They did. They thought she was the prime candidate for space travel. I'm trying to make the same face as her. That's an astronaut right there. So that's an astronaut. What we're seeing here on the screen, bosses, that's an astronaut. So I guess, you know what she's saying, let's rewind. She said, I didn't think I could be an astronaut, but I am. So I can
absolutely be possible.
Now that I've done it, I really do feel I can take on anything.
No dream is too wild. If it's going to space, you can absolutely make it through, and it can absolutely be possible.
I don't think you can describe it. You look at it and you're like, we're all in this together.
I don't think you can describe it.
That was Jeff Bezos's fucking wife right there.
You're like, we're
Look, again, not trying to body shame anybody, but nobody's face should look like a crocodile. huh? Like, I guarantee she was fucking gorgeous and hot at one time. I guarantee this woman right here was a banging piece of ass. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee she was. But then she got so much fucking Botox and plastic surgery. Like, it's not attractive. It doesn't look human. Like, if you're a human being, like, you want a natural looking woman in order to make babies with as a man. As a woman, you'd probably want a natural looking man to make babies with. But if you're like Jeff Bezos and you're in the Illuminati and you're the higher ups and everything, well, then you want to bang things that look like crocodiles. I don't even know what we're doing here. Crocodile banging. Bosses, let me tell you something. The show is not even close to over.
All in this together.
I don't think you can describe it.
Look at that.
You look
It's
at
the Baphomet. Look at
it
that.
and you're like,
look at the horns.
we're all in this together. We're all in this together. Together.
T-minus 22 seconds and counting. Two, one, ignition. Liftoff.
We are here at the post-launch press conference for New Shepard Mission 31 and the 11th human
Holy
flight for
shit.
Blue Origin. Unbelievable. It was a success. So congratulations. I don't know if that would ever get old if I were you guys to hear that I am an astronaut, and an unbelievable thing you guys can now say that you are. An unbelievable thing you guys can now say that you are.
It is
An unbelievable thing you guys can now say that you are.
Whoop. Hey, just for fun, let's do something, all right? Just for fun. I want to thank you guys for being here tonight. For realsies. For realsies. I want to play something for you guys because I like you, all right? Here we go.
I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, succubus with goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with the goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins,
and bed with goblins.
Dump it. Charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop and blood on it, especially up to his ankles. Trump charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop. Goblin vomit and slop. I'm not expecting him to not get dirty slop. Seeing goblins, shading goblins, succubus with goblins, in bed with a goblin. Seeing goblins, shading goblins. I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin. 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 I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin. Bed with a goblin.
Bosses, I want to thank you all for being here right now. Curious Cat says, where's the kitty? I don't know. He runs out, like the door's open, so he just like he goes out and does his thing. He comes back, and I don't know. Maybe he's out there like doing drugs and selling drugs and banging hoe kitties. I don't know. It's not none of my business what he's doing out there. But he's an indoor outdoor cat. So I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll be like, hey, it's not my business what you do, man. But I'm sure he will be here before too long. Zombie Box Reviews, what's up? Gap After Dark. Just want to say hi to everybody here real quick here. I don't know if I have much more to say about the space stuff. I do. I mean, I could go all night about it. I drove all night to get to you, Roy Orbison. But I do have another subject tonight. Another subject that I guess we'll do it. I don't know. It's gonna be rough, man. It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun for anybody, but I do think that I don't know, man. Like there should be something to be said about it. So if you want to stick around for a minute, I guess do so. I'll be right back. I want to appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, bosses. We'll be right back in just a moment.
It's not funny. That turned the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like a frog. Gay friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Frogs. Place point.
All right, welcome back, bosses. Yeah, so the next thing we're going to talk about here tonight, I'll be honest with you guys, man. We're going to have to keep our eyes open. We can't fall for these things, but they are trying to start a race war. It's been going on for about a month now. The new race war, dude. It happens dude, as soon as a race war dies out and you think everything's good, another one steps in. And it just like the space exploration, it's just as fishy. Man, you gotta figure out that what they're showing you on the news is so fucking fake. Like horribly fake. And they're getting worse at it. You know what I mean? Like Avatar 1 looked pretty good. I didn't see Avatar 2, But I saw previews and I was like, that didn't look as good. Like they're not doing as good as they used to do with these things. Like they're not. It's crazy. And as we as citizens get more technology and see these things that they're lying to us, they want to like dumb us down more. We can't do that. Don't allow them to do that. Do not allow them to tell you how to think about anything at this point, because you know it's all fake. There's no route to go at this point besides, hey, if the mainstream media is telling me something, I better jump the other side of the fence, you know? That's the only route to go at this point. Literally. If you see something on the news, you better believe the opposite is true. All right, man? I think that's what's kept me from doing Hoffcast for a minute, is trying to figure this out. And I figured it out, man. It's not hard. It's really not hard. But we've been conditioned for a long time to feel a certain way or to believe certain people. Their credentials. You know, oh, well, this media guy has credentials. What if those credentials, you know, who do those credentials come from? Who's giving them those credentials? Who's allowing them to have a voice? Who's not allowing me to have a voice when I'm trying to tell you what the fuck's really going on right now? I know I don't do it in the best way. You know, I'm not the best way to deliver information, but I'm like Paul Revere out here. Like, hey, you know, hey, let's go. The British are coming. The Jews are coming. No, I'm just kidding. The Mexicans are coming. You know, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, but there is always something. There's a boogeyman for everything. But the fact that whenever you see voices, certain personalities, man, it's becoming very, very clear to me. It's not even, I mean, it is clear to me. It's clear to me what's happening. The problem is, once you see what's happening, it doesn't give you really any more power to stop it. It just gives you, like, you know, the movie that They Live with Rowdy Roddy Piper, where he puts the sunglasses on and can see everything. That's where I'm at, man. And like, I can see everything, but I can't stop anything from happening. I just see it. And it's just like, man, I don't know what's better. What is better, bosses? Let me know in the chat. Is it better to be blue-pilled, red-pilled, or black-pilled? I don't know, man. I'm red-pilled right now. Super red-pilled, but I don't want to go into the black pill. Man, I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't know. We're having a fun time here. I'm going to put a StreamYard link into the chat if anyone wants to come join me. We can argue about things and yell at each other. Look at this. Martha Stewart. What is it? What the hell's going on here? Martha Stewart. Ah, stop this. Ads, dude. They just want you. Martha Stewart wants me to pay for her shit, dude. I'm fucking sick of that shit. I don't want to go into the race stuff tonight. Let me be honest with you, man. The Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf stuff, dude. I don't know if I want to go into that tonight. Because I think that would take about 4 more hours, and I would have too much truth to spill onto the people. Let's take a quick look at this, I guess. Let's do it. Let's go to X. I thought Carmelo Anthony was a basketball player. I don't want to start this. I really don't, man. I really don't want to start this tonight unless someone else wants to come on and talk to me. Well, we got a guest here. Tristan, do you want to come on live? Yo.
What's up?
What's up? How you
is a
doing,
basketball
brother?
player.
You look like you're you look like my sleep paralysis demon.
Thanks, man. I've been working out, so.
I wouldn't say thanks.
That better? Probably just the light.
Yeah, just get closer to your microphone.
Yeah. How's that?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Pretty good. So.
What do you have to say?
You don't really think they went to space? I mean, it looked real. I mean, the graphics, they were all really good, convincing.
Now, look. Tristan, I thought it was good for 1996.
Yeah. Man, yeah, that when it's actually lifting off and it's like wobbling in the frame, you're just like, come on.
Tristan, could you like put a like some kind of effect on your voice that would lower it a little bit?
Maybe. Why?
Because it make you look even more anonymous. You know, like
nice.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man. Been a long time since I've seen you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been. It's nice though. The weather's starting to get better. It snowed yesterday, but other than that, it's getting better.
Well, what else do you, as someone who might be involved with the FBI, you know, what do you think about the whole rocket thing?
Which rocket thing? The space, that whole thing we just watched? That was...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was... It's so lame. I mean, for instance, the space shuttle, okay, its windows, the outer coating on its windows were 6 inches thick. And it had all this special tempered glass. And you look at those and they look like they're in like some kind of a display case for action figures. I mean, there's no way those windows would have held up in space. Come on. We're not that stupid.
There's no way. There's no fucking way.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean,
if someone's trying to say, hey, let me say something, Tristan. Let me be clear here. If someone's trying to be like, oh, Hoff, you just don't like women. No, I don't think Buzz Aldrin went to fucking the moon either. No, I don't think any of them went up there. So if you're thinking like, oh, Hoff, you're being sexist. No, I don't think any of them bitches went to space.
Yeah. I mean, NASA, at least when they did it back in the 60s, they had put some production and thought behind it for the technology they had at the time. And they made it look pretty convincing for what they had at the time. I mean, now we can look back and see all kinds of flaws, but for just seeing it on your television at the time, it was fairly
it was easier to
convincing.
conceal back then because it was too. It wasn't like it was archaic. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It was primitive.
Yeah.
So like it was easy to get away with it. Now they're just doing like renders from N64 graphics to tell you that we went to space.
Yeah. And you think they would try harder now because we have ways to look at things like this a lot more than people did back then.
You'd think that
and they're
hire
trying
James
less.
Cameron.
It's silly.
It's insane.
But I was really touched by how it changed Katy Perry and made her a different human being. I'm
proud of her.
I've had similar experiences when I've been in flimsy tents, so I can see where she's coming from. It changes you. It really does.
Well, man, I've been on a roller coaster and got off of it. It didn't change my life.
Just got to get on the right roller coaster, man. Change your life.
Well, I don't ride roller coasters anymore because I don't maintain them.
I haven't been on one since I was a teenager, now that I think about it.
And I
Been a
saw
long
Final
time.
Destination 3, I think it was.
Yeah.
Curious Cat, do you want to come on live or do you want to stay backstage? Just let me know in the chat. I don't want to bring you on if you just want to stay backstage. Treston.
Yeah.
Good to see you, brother.
It is good to see me. You're a pretty lucky guy.
Well, go fuck yourself.
After all the money we put into this set, I mean, gosh, your tax dollars at work. You know what I'd like to hear?
What?
A song about an experience Joe Montana had when he was 4 years old and he had a cob of corn and it just rolled off his plate and landed on the ground.
He had what?
It's just a cob of corn, rolled off his plate, landed on the ground when he was 4. Can you sing a song about that?
Joe Montana had a cob of corn roll off his plate.
Yeah, when he was 4 years old.
When he
Landed
was
on the ground.
4. Joe Montana was a football player way back in the day. He didn't know how to throw a football until a corn cob fell off his plate. He grabbed it and stashed it up and he threw it over the hills. And now you know that he's gonna kill on a football field. He's gone so hard, he's making that corn pop like popcorn in a movie theater. Yeah. It ain't gonna hit you like a heater. That's it.
Give you credit. You made something out of nothing there. I totally set you up for failure at that premise, but it was actually not bad.
I make something out of nothing. That's my whole life.
There you go.
That's my whole life, Treston, is making something out of nothing.
That could be like the tagline for Hoffcast. Something out of nothing.
I'm not a fucking lame ass motherfucker. I'm not gonna do that. That's cliche. Oh, it's so out of tune. Anyways, what's up, Tristan? How you doing, man?
So,
you want to talk about some race shit?
I've been reading a lot of posts lately about how AI gets things wrong. It's just like you type a question into AI, and it will just send you all kinds of wrong information. You know, these various chatbots. It's crazy stuff. Like no, they'll tell you the moon, the size of the moon, and it's completely wrong and stuff. AI is getting really messed up.
What is the size of the moon?
I think it's like 1/20th the size of the Earth, if I remember. But it's
no. What is the size of the moon? How big is the Earth then?
I don't know. I think it's like 26,000 miles. I could be wrong, but something like that.
26,000 miles. What? Around?
Yeah. At least I think that's what it is. It's miles or kilometers. I get that all mixed up. But I was reading one, just a pro wrestling one, and it's just like they asked who it was. Kerry Von Erich, and he was a wrestler in the 80s, the first wrestler to ever wrestle with a prosthetic. And the AI's like, no, it was this guy. And the guy was like born 10 years after the guy did this.
Speak close to the microphone. I can hardly
Not
hear
even
you.
Close.
Get close. Put it in your mouth.
I don't even know where the microphone is.
Now I can hear you. There you
Okay.
go. Now I can hear you. Great. Finally.
All right.
Just talk.
Yeah, but anyway, it's not even close. I mean, it's way off. It's like the guy that they said was the first was born 10 years after the guy that did it actually did it. And I was going through this website, and it was like hundreds of things like that. AI gets completely wrong. And it's like government agencies are using AI to make policy, and it's getting trivial things that people know are wrong, completely wrong. Kind of scary when you think about it, how dumb we're becoming.
Yeah. What? So it's scary that people are like allowing AI to make law?
Yeah, they're allowing it to draft policy.
I think it's a
Companies
good
are
idea.
using it. It's not a good thing.
I think it's good. I think it's a good idea. Because people are so stupid, why not?
You know, Idiocracy was supposed to be a satire, and now we're here, and it's like, wow, it's happening. It really is happening.
What do you mean? Do you mean like it's? Let me tell you something. Idiocracy is not happening. I went to Costco last week, and nobody told me they loved me.
Yeah. But I did see Brondo in a water fountain the other day, so parts of it
That's
are
my
happening.
dream. I would love to, dude. When I was a kid, I always thought about like having like some high C and a water fountain.
Have you seen Tang in a long time? That used to be everywhere when I was a kid. Now it's
It's a
never
king in the glass.
Is it still? They're still around?
No, it's not. He's just coming in a big plastic green thing, and you know, they used to have like orangutans advertising it.
They used to have astronauts when I was a kid. It was a big astronaut drink, is how they promoted it at first, which makes no sense. If you're in zero gravity, do you want to have a powder like that poured out and dispersing all over the place?
If it's cocaine, yes.
That would be terrible. You'd be breathing that stuff. It'd be getting in the
cocaine.
equipment.
It'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, but it's not cocaine. It's a sticky powder. Nasty.
Bro, okay, cocaine in space?
It's probably happened, but we'll never know for sure.
No, it's never happened because you can't go to space.
Yeah. See, I do think that we've been to space, but I think a lot of the space program is fake. So,
Well, okay, who has been to space then?
well, Randy Savage, obviously. He said it's the place, so he would know.
Randy Savage?
Yeah, he said space is the place, so he wouldn't say something that wasn't true.
He also said he's the cream of the crop.
That's true. And he was, so.
I think it was just rhymes.
That could be.
But
Maybe I misread the whole thing. I have to rethink my whole view of the cosmos now.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know about space. Sometimes I'm like, it makes sense, and then other times I'm like, no, it's all fake.
Karen, let me know in the chat if you want to come on live. I'll let you on live. I just didn't want to throw you in if not. But yeah.
But do I think Katy Perry did not go to space? No, I don't think that. That's ridiculous.
What? I can't hear you. You sound like you're sucking dick. What did you say?
She did not go to space, Katy Perry. That's ridiculous. That thing was fake.
No, nobody went to space.
Yeah.
It was the biggest thing I've ever seen.
It's up there.
I believe that I believe more in the WWF than I do in that.
Yes. It's. I actually believe off the top ropes and landing on a mat hurts, but I know it's choreographed, but that hurts. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, but it hurts, but you do it for a paycheck.
Yeah, they're basically like stuntmen doing it live. I mean, stuntmen get hurt when they're filming that movie, even though there wasn't really an explosion that happened, when a guy flew out of it, but there were stuntmen that did the scene, and that hurt. But a lot of them got hurt doing stuff like that.
Have you seen Here Comes the Boom with Kevin James?
I have not.
Well, it's basically where he needs money, so he becomes the fall guy in wrestling matches, and he makes like $10,000 a match to get the shit beat out of him.
Nice.
So I mean, that's literally, you can be paid to be the fall guy and get the shit beat out of you.
Oh yeah, the fall guys have to be talented. They have to make it look like it's real. They got to be able to take bumps and be fairly decent athletes. Because if you just look like a schlub when a guy hits you, nobody's going to buy that in any way.
They've been buying my whole life.
How much?
Oh shit, Tress, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah, me too.
I know you've been watching.
Yeah, I was watching today, and it's good to have you back, though.
Well, I don't know what purpose I serve for anything, but I just need to know that people hear me.
Yeah, I get you. I'm probably
I tried, dude. It's like an addiction, or it's like, dude, I know how Katy Perry feels. Because I'm like, I need my voice to be heard too. So I'm just like Katy Perry, right?
Yeah, you're just
I'm
like
no
Katy
different.
Perry.
Yep. Except I didn't go to space.
And yeah, you're way different. But other than that, yes.
I think we're the same.
I just got a new laptop, and I've got a microphone and headset coming. I'm going to start doing videos this week with my plan. I'm not going to live stream. I'm just going to record some videos and post them on YouTube.
I gotta tell you, man, the way you have finessed your camera to not show your face is insane.
Thank you. Well,
that wasn't a compliment.
The budget here is really good, so.
Yeah, it looks like you're in a fucking. It looks like you're in a fucking like the terrorists are about to chop your head off.
No, that's the next live stream I'm doing. But
well, no, I don't want to see that.
Not on your channel, man.
Well, I'd host it.
They've got me doing some other stuff with the next live streamer I'm supposed to talk to. So, you know,
Are you being held hostage? Is what I'm asking.
If you hear some guys screaming in Farsi in the background, it's all part of the act, man. It's just like going to space. It's just a show. Don't worry about it.
Maybe you're not being held hostage.
But anyway, I just thought I'd pop in and say hi. I'm gonna head out. It's good seeing you.
No. Let's talk about this for a second. No, don't dip out. Don't dip out. Give me.
I'll give you a few minutes.
Give me 10 minutes. Give me
Okay.
10 minutes. All right. Because I just want to know what you think about like this. This is a subject I wanted to talk about tonight. I just want to know what you thought about it. That's it. I just want to know what you think about this.
About the Katy Perry in space and all that?
No.
Oh. About what?
This right here.
Okay.
Horrible video we're gonna watch. Horrible video.
Nice.
It's your boy, Get to the Chase TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you Negroes today. It's been about 2 weeks since Carmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf at a track meet, and the moment the news hit the internet, everybody began speculating. Everybody gave their opinion. In this case, has divided everybody along racial lines. I'm just being honest with you guys. For example, majority of black people is rooting for Carmelo Anthony. They said it was self-defense. He was at a track meet ready to run. A white kid came up to him, demanded he move. Carmelo Anthony didn't want to move, so the white kid put hands on him, so Carmelo Anthony had the right to defend himself. They are saying if Austin Metcalf would have kept his hands to himself, would never try to remove another kid, he would still be alive. Then on the opposite hand, you got majority of white people rooting for Austin Metcalf. They said it was a tragedy.
It's
They
like a
said Carmelo
sports-
Anthony was a cold-blooded killer.
like a
He
sports
didn't listen
team.
to Austin Metcalf. He should have did what Austin told him to do. If
Like a
you know
sports
you were
team.
sitting in the wrong spot when Austin told you to bounce, that's what you should have did.
They call him
And I'm gonna
plays
say
now.
this. We can speculate. We can give our opinion. But that is getting ready.
Look, this nigga's calling plays out here.
I mean,
Huh?
I can't really say one way or another.
This nigga out here is calling plays on the fucking internet, saying that, hey, well, one side, dude, this is like they should be putting up gambling. Like, what are the odds on the black guy stabbing the white guy? You know, it's like, look at it. This is stupid, dude. This is idiot. We are living in idiocracy. We are in it. This is insane. I don't want to be here anymore, mother. I don't want to be here anymore, motherfucker. Look at this. Look, there's a guy. Look at this video. There's a guy right now who's trying to be like, this is one side or the other. Here, place your bets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like what?
This is fucking insane. I'm living in clown world. I'm living in the end of days. This is it. This is it. This is it, motherfucker. This is it.
To be short-lived because the police have announced that they got video evidence of the stabbing. So if you defending Carmelo Anthony, the truth gonna come out. If you're defending Austin Metcalf, the truth is gonna come out.
By the way, none of this is real. You know why?
Why?
Let me tell you something, Tristan, that nobody else has ever said. Not anywhere on the internet, and you're going to hear it for the first fucking time. Isn't it funny that Austin Metcalf was a twin?
That's a good theory.
No. I didn't even have to say anything, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have to say anything, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is all fake. It's all fucking fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fucking fake. It's a race war. It's meant to make you hate things. And I went through this for a long time, hating this guy, this Carmelo Anthony. This fucking mugshot's not even real, dude. It was probably taken in a Hollywood studio.
Yeah. I mean,
none of this is real. It's all to make you pissed off and to do something.
Yeah,
to act a way that you wouldn't normally act. That's all the purpose.
And they spin it like this guy's spinning. He's like, white people say this and black people say this. And I heard this and I didn't even think that. I thought, well, I wasn't there and I don't know what happened. I mean,
what's upsetting me about the way this guy presents this and many people is somebody died.
Yeah.
And they talk about it like it's a fucking gambling, like a fucking, like a craps table.
Yeah.
Well, who's your bets on? Who's your bets on? You know?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. This is where we're at. It's disgusting. We are not a society anymore. We're fucked. Look at this. Look at this.
Listen to this news clip right now of they saying we got video. Let's go.
This is fucked.
We are learning in a probative development tonight that there is video of the
Hi, good morning, Carmen. That's right.
Look at this. There's a space background. Somebody died. And look at the circus show. This guy is using somebody's death to make videos to be like, who's right and who's wrong. Place your bets, you know?
Yeah.
And no. I know I'm talking about it right now. You'd be like, well, Hoff, you're doing that. No, I'm not. I'm telling you right now, it's a psyop. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you it's a psyop. It's not real. It's fake. It's a race war they're trying to fucking give you. It's the same thing as left and right politicism. I'm sick of it, dude. They're trying to take people down through left and right and black and white. I swear, dude. I swear this is what they're doing. And I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to believe this shit anymore. You know why? Because I'm better than that. And I don't think that all people are bad, one way or another. And I refuse to believe that. You know why? Because I'm smarter than the fucking mainstream media. I'm smarter than the fucking New World Order. You know why? Because I got God and I got love.
It's if you think that one group of people, a whole group of people are just a certain way and they're all like that, you're a moron.
Yeah.
I mean, the people, me and you and the people listening right here, we're going to have a bunch of differing viewpoints and different life experiences. We're totally different people, even though we've come together on this tonight. And it's the same way with every group of people. You can't just say, oh, well, this group of people's good and this group of people's bad. That's moronic. It's stupid.
I can see one day that once Hoffcast arises, that they can say that all of Hoffcast is bad people, but I don't think you guys are. I don't think you are. I think you're the bosses. That's funny, by the way. That's a funny joke. I'm sorry I went over your head, but anyways.
It's tribalism. It's like we're on the good team and you're on the bad team. No,
that's the whole point of it all. That's the whole point of it all.
That's when I heard that story. I didn't think, oh, a black man stabbed a white man or a white man. And I just thought, oh, there was a thing between two people, and I don't know what happened because I wasn't there. I didn't even think about their race until that guy started presenting it as a race issue, and I'm like, why?
I don't even think it's real.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was fake, like you said with the twin thing.
Because of the twin.
Yeah.
Because I
so much
swear,
is fake
dude.
now.
I swear, dude, because the whole twin thing, I can't put my finger on it yet. But when you have twins and then one of them gets killed, it's like, well, hold on. There's something going on here. There's something going on here. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah. He is a basketball player, by the way, and he was a very talented player, but I hated the way he played the game. I should say, I should point it that way. Carmelo Anthony, he was a very selfish player. He did not like to pass very much.
Like the actual player or the kid who killed somebody?
The player, yeah.
Oh, okay. I like Carmel.
Carl Malone?
Carmel's good.
Oh, Carmel? Yeah, Carmel's good, yeah.
Every time I hear a Carmelo or Carmel, I think about chocolate.
Yeah,
And
how did you not
obviously
make that
because-
endorsement? There should have been like a Rolo
No
Carmelo.
shit, they're
Anthony.
missing out on some shit.
Yeah. I mean, Jerry Rice eventually did Rice-A-Roni. Why can't he make that leap too? I mean,
That's the whitest shit I've ever heard.
let's just say you can't tell in this light, but I might be the only person who's whiter than you as far as appearance. I mean, I make fun of you for being a Canadian, but I'm actually wearing a CFL hat, and I'm as white as
Canadian.
can be.
I will be once America makes Canada part of America, but I'm not Canadian.
Yeah.
I might be wearing a Canadian tuxedo right now. Hey, it's fine, but I'm not Canadian.
See, that's one of the dumbest things. Is like we want to annex Canada. It's like maybe Alberta, maybe Manitoba, but we don't want the rest of Canada. I mean, no, sorry, but no.
I don't want Canadians to come down here.
I got no problem with Canadians in general, but some of the provinces are very leftist.
Here's the
And we
thing,
don't-
man. I think people just need to stay in their rooms.
That's what I'm doing. I'm in my bedroom tonight. So
That's what I'm saying, man. People just need to stay in their rooms. You don't need to go into other people's houses. Let's just stop that. Let's just stop it.
I don't know. I like traveling.
Stay in your room.
I hate flying, but I like going to different places. You know what I mean? Trying new food, stuff like that.
Dude, you shouldn't fly anymore. Haven't you seen all that fucking planes getting
Oh, yeah, it's bad. I don't like flying, not because of planes. I hate going through the airports, through the security and all that crap. It's like,
Why? Because you got bombs in your shoes?
yeah, I'm a terrorist, obviously. I mean, they think everybody's a terrorist except the people that actually look at like terrorists. They don't dare profile.
You look like a terrorist right now with your fucking camera.
Thank you. Like I said, a lot of money went into this. It's a $125 laptop, so there you go.
Really, I have to give you credit for like, I don't know how you black your own face out. Like that's very.
Thank you.
I mean, it's impressive.
This is the first time I've ever used this camera on this laptop. I don't think I'm going to use it again. I'm gonna.
Tristan, have you heard of this game called Schedule 1?
No.
You should. You're FBI. I mean,
Come on, man. If I was going to be in an agency, would it be the FBI? Wouldn't I be somewhere cooler? I mean,
That's
if it was
exactly
CIA, Homeland.
so you're
FBI's
telling me you're CIA?
The FBI is kind of lame. I mean, you're going to be in an agency.
So you're moving up, is what you're telling me.
Trying.
All right, well, fine.
I would like to be Mossad, actually, if I'm going to be in one of those agencies. Those guys got their shit together. So.
I think that's the best joke ever told on Hoffcast. I think that is the best joke ever told on Hoffcast. I'd rather be Mossad. I don't know if it's a joke. Well, hey, I don't know how you get into that field of work, but good luck to you. You know?
Thank you. Either that or I'll just keep selling stuff on eBay and wasting away and getting old.
Well, what are you selling on eBay?
Oh, mostly sports cards.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I bought a box of hockey cards. I got an autograph card, dude, the other day. It's
Nice.
cool.
Did it have serial number on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was pissed off. It was one of those where they don't sign the card, they sign the strip, and they
Yeah.
paste it on.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
If it's of a good player, it's still valuable, though. So.
It's a rookie player, so we'll find out.
Oh, yeah, that could be valuable. So. It's weird because autographs without serial numbers tend to be worth more than low-numbered serial cards that don't have autographs. People just love the autographs.
Really? Well, I mean, I liked it, dude. I thought it was a cool, surprise. But, I mean, I put it into a sleeve and everything, so it's protected.
Nice.
And you just throw it in the trash.
Yeah. If it's all centered and the corners look good, I just send it into SGC.
Well, you have to send, 40 cards in. It costs, $2,000. I looked it up.
SGC only they'll take one at a time.
Really?
And it's $15.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's about what I paid for the whole fucking box. But
yeah, but it'll make the card worth about 3 times what it is if it's in good condition. So
you're right. So I'd make my money back, and I could sell it, and then no one would buy it.
Yeah, that's pretty much my business model. I buy boxes of cards, open them, send them in to get graded, list them, and then just wait for them to sell. So
I do like trading cards. I do.
Yeah. I grew up when they were really cool. You know, sports cards used to be everywhere. Every gas station you went to had boxes of sports cards.
Bubble gum.
And there was an arcade in the gas station. It was fun to go there when you were a kid. Gas stations aren't fun for kids now. I mean,
did you ever open up a Jackie Robinson?
No, that was before my time. I'm not that old. Bob.
Babe Ruth, you know,
I do have some Babe Ruth cards.
Dude, they had cards back then, and I feel like the Pokemon cards from back when I grew up are gonna be like that back in now, you know.
Yeah, some of them are getting.
They are they $1,000 for a fucking Pokemon card pack. That when I was young.
Yeah.
It's wild.
The thing I wish I would have kept when I was a kid was my toys. So now they're worth the most.
Yeah, I've kept a lot of my toys, but not all of them. I kept most of them.
Like original He-Man
I got a
stuff.
storage.
Crazy.
I think I've talked about this on Hoffcast, but I got a storage unit. That's my vault. You know, it's my vault where I put everything in. The Hoff vault. Yeah.
I've got one too. But I put just my junk in it. I need to clean it out. I'm sick of paying $80 a month for my storage unit.
Mine's $30 a month. It's not that high.
Yeah. It's a rural area, so there's not as many around here.
Also, mine's climate controlled, and dude, it sucks when you have to take something into it, but they got the concrete where it's leveled out, not leveled out, but it's got a slant to it, so you know that nothing's gonna flood into your fucking shit.
Oh,
so
nice.
It sucks that you have to take your cart and you know,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But once you get it over the gap, you get in there and you're all good.
Yeah.
You have to worry about flooding or any of that shit. I want to do a Hoffcast live stream going through my storage unit one day. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, just try it.
I'll probably fight some homeless people.
Yeah. That's what you should really do. Do a Hoffcast where you just talk to random homeless people.
Wait, just what?
Just talk to random homeless people and see if you get mugged.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. In fact, I avoid homeless people to my best ability.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's like, and it's not that I look down on all homeless people. It's just that there tends to be a lot more crazy people in the homeless population.
No, I look down on them. I think they're pieces of shit.
Oh, there's some that, they just slip through the cracks, but a lot of them are just
No,
crazy.
the ones that slipped through the cracks were the ones that rejected their rich parents.
Yeah, that could be.
I'm an idiot. No, I'm making generalizations. I know that's wrong. But for fuck's sake, dude, do not like invite a homeless person into your car or home.
Oh,
Just
yeah. No.
Don't do that.
Don't
It's what
invite anybody you don't.
I'm trying to tell you guys to be safe. Yeah. If you want to give to homeless people, do it. But do not invite them around. Do not do that.
Yeah,
Just,
you don't know this. You don't know
and
where they came
give
from.
them a cigarette and drive off.
Yeah, I mean, it could be Jeffrey Dahmer, for all you know. You don't know people. You don't invite them into your home.
Dude, let me tell you, man. We got like homeless people around here where I live that they're characters. It's like I see them every day on the corner. I'm like, well, how have you not made it yet? Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
No. What I'm saying is, if you have to stay on the corner every day, you've not made it. There's something wrong where even the pimps or the hoes don't want you.
Yeah.
You got some stank ass cooch.
Yeah, it's weird. There's no homeless people where I live, obviously, but when I lived in Salt Lake, man, they were so aggressive. They just come up to you and you want money, and then you offer, oh, want to go to McDonald's and get a burger? Oh, no, I just want money. It's like, oh, come on, man.
Oh yeah, the last time I gave to a homeless person unwillingly, I gave him $1 and he goes, "Is that all you got?" And the motherfucker wasn't even homeless.
Story about when I was in Africa. There's a little kid that was outside the base, and he comes up and he wants some money. So I opened my wallet, and all I've got is some Chinese money. I've been downrange, and I handed him some Chinese money.
You caught me.
Yeah, China's taken over Africa, but that's a whole nother story. And he comes back a few minutes later, and he wants more money. And I open my wallet, and I show it to him. This kid that I just given money to a few minutes ago, and he flips me off.
Yeah.
Like, that so sums up.
You want more?
Yeah. It's like, screw you. Give me
You want more?
Yeah.
It wasn't enough.
It's like, you little shit.
In fact, you are racist for not giving him more.
Yes. In fact, I was racist just for being there.
Yeah, I mean,
How dare I?
That's true. You shouldn't have even fucking been there. Imagine if you went to a tent that you weren't allowed to be under and someone told you to leave and you stabbed them.
Yeah. In fact, I'm racist just because I was alive. I mean, think of all the food I ate growing up. That could have went to somebody that wasn't white. So
why did you eat that food?
Yeah, I'm a terrible person.
Can you throw it up and like give it back to them?
I would just like to just whip myself with a whip. I just feel so much shame from all the white guilt I have. It's like, come on, man.
You should get the biggest, blackest dildo you can find and shove it up your ass. Because, I mean, that's what you deserve, Whitey.
Probably, but I don't know. I'd probably have to borrow that from you. I don't know where to get something like that.
I don't have one, dude. I don't finger myself, all right?
That's good. That's good.
I literally lift weights so I can jerk off my dick harder. So don't tell me I'm putting shit up my ass. That's the greatest quote of Hoffcast of all time. That is the greatest quote ever on Hoffcast. And I want to clip that. And I want to clip that for myself. Tristan, the darkness. All right, well, here we go then. Y'all asked for it, y'all got it. Turn this up a little bit. All right, so since Tristan the Federelli dipped out, we're just going to first and foremost, Karen, I will be backstage. But for anyone else, I'll allow you to be backstage as well. There's choppers in the sky. And I'm pretty fucking high. Well, let's do a little bit of jam here tonight. And then I'll see you guys soon.
Whoa.
I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. I want to go backstage, hang out with my friends. But it was a good show. It was fun. See you guys soon. Peace out. Later. I'll see Curious Cat and Tony backstage.
Bitches leave.